Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time, and I am so happy to see you guys. Welcome to everybody in the bushes over here in the chat. We got Jermaine in the place to be. What's up, Jermaine? All righty, and welcome to everybody who watched this in the replay. We also got Most Hated Bronze in the place to be. What's up, Most Hated? Thank you guys so much for coming, and happy and blessed Monday evening to you guys, Monday night. And we got a good show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about young Dolph, Hernandez, Govan trial recap. We're going to do a recap. We're going to be talking about this white man who shoots and a disabled vet over, him saying that he's in the service. The guy did not believe that he was in the service. I guess there was an argument about it or whatever the case is. Then we got some giddy news, guys, and just a lot of little breaking news, and then we're going to do like 2 to 3 viral videos and do reactions to that. So go get you something to eat, something to drink, and relax and see if you are at work. Continue to do your job, but watch or listen to me on the download. And guys, let's go and do this copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across the screen, and it will be in my comment area once I get a chance to. Okay. Also, guys, what did I just say? Also, guys, if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can thumbs up. Okay, and just like you can hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Subscribe to the channel and share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for doing that. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super chat, super stickers, or a Cash App donation to $Shades2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99. And we are still trying to reach that goal. So far, we have $75 more to go. So we are definitely trying to still do that goal. So if you want to donate, make sure you guys do that, okay? And thank you in advance. All right, so we're going to jump right into the young Dolph trial recap and go over that. And every day, guys, I'm going to do that recap. Not exactly like I did Diddy's, because I knew more about Diddy's, situation. So I'm just going to like basically do a recap of this trial right here, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and change this banner real quick. Let me take this down first. Remember where it is? There you go, message. Okay, let me take this down. And we are going to put the copyright. I thought I had the copyright thing up here. I must have took it down by mistake. So the copyright thing goes right there, okay? And we're going to change this to Young Dolph. Rest in peace for Young Dolph. And still, my condolences are still expressed out to his family, friends, and fans, his kids, and all right. So we're going to take this down right here. We're going to edit this and put Young Dolph's name up here. And Hernandez. And if I say his name wrong, y'all got to excuse me, because y'all know I'll be up here saying stuff at times. See what I did with his article. Let's see, what did I just type? Okay. Damn, I cannot type, y'all. Damn. Gotta make sure I spell his name right. Okay, so we're gonna do this trial recap real quick and go from there and just, keep on going down the line tonight. So let's put his up there. Let's change this thing up here. Okay, this is a basic recap of what transpired today at his trial, okay? And let me turn it down. And I probably can turn this down as best I can hear. Okay. So anyway, let me go ahead and click on this real quick. And here is in my face. Gosh. Okay, let's see here what they still have. Yeah, they take the damn trial thing off here that I saved. Okay, here it is. Well, I guess I have to click on this. So this is day one today. Well, it's day one. Okay, it is day one. So they said that, let's see, recap. Let's go ahead and recap this. Hold on, let's see. I don't know why they started from here. So as we know, Hernandez is allegedly the mastermind of young Dolph's murder, claiming that he recruited Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith to unalive the international known artist. Now, both sides seem to agree that tension between the record labels CMG and Pre played a role in the murder, though Hernandez's attorney insists that his client is a nobody and that he had no part in hiring the Illers. Now a jury will determine if Hernandez is guilty of first-degree murder in conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Okay, so let's see what went on here. So let me go ahead and look up something else real quick because they did not do a good recap like I thought they did. Okay, hold on, guys, for 1 second. Let me go back over here. This is what happens when you get information, you be trying to work at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It may not be exactly what you're looking for. So, hold on, let's see. I don't want this either. I don't want this one. So this is old right here. Let's see here. I don't know why they don't give a complete summary. So if y'all don't know what he looks like, let me show y'all what he looks like real quick. Hopefully it doesn't disappear when I'm trying to show y'all. Okay, so this is what this dude looks like, just in case y'all want to know. That's him right there. Okay. So this is from May when he appeared in Shelby County courtroom. All right, so let's see here. So he is the last suspect to stand trial for the unaliving of young Dolph. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So let's just recap Justin Johnson real quick, his trial. So they said during Justin's trial, prosecutors argued that Big Jook, the brother of famed Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, put out a $100,000 hit on members of Crete. Shelby County Deputy District Attorney Paul Hagerman said that Hernandez recruited Smith and Johnson and instructed them to carry out the hit, resulting in the unaliving of young Dolph. Hagerman said that Smith and Johnson were both to receive $50,000 apiece, and that each would give $10,000 to Hernandez for masterminding the hit. Now, during Justin Johnson's trial, Smith testified that he had a meeting with Hernandez and Big Jook. All right. Now, Big Jook, whose real name is Anthony Mims, passed on after being shot outside of a restaurant. I guess I don't know how you pronounce this, Prignos Restaurant and Event Center in Memphis on January the 13th, 2024. Nobody has ever been charged with his unaliving. Okay. Smith and Johnson used a stolen white Mercedes-Benz in young Dolph's Erder. Police later discovered the car outside of an abandoned home on Bradley Street in Memphis, Orange Mound neighborhood, next door to Govan's house. Govan told police that he did not have security camera footage that could have captured the car. During Johnson's trial, testimony was given stating that Smith left his phone in the Mercedes and that he later met with Hernandez at Pressure World in the Lamar and Sims area to retrieve it. Shortly after the unaliving, Johnson's phone pinged off of a cell phone tower that could service Bradley Street. Smith testified that both he and Johnson knew Hernandez prior to the murder and that Hernandez was attempting to get Johnson, an aspiring rapper, a deal with Yo Gotti's record label, CMG. Smith said that both he and Johnson spoke to Hernandez after the murder and that Hernandez told them to get rid of the car. Authorities arrested Hernandez in November 2022, almost a year to the date of the murder. 2 months before his arrest, Hernandez's daughter, a rapper who went by the stage name Lotta Cash DeSoto, I guess, passed on in a shooting in Houston, Texas. Houston police said she and a friend were at a stoplight when 2 men got out of a car and began shooting. Okay? So Hernandez has been charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. During Johnson's trial, it was revealed that through testimony that Hernandez entered into a proffer agreement, that's PROFFER, with investigators following young Dolph's murder. That deal allowed Hernandez to give authorities information without anything he said being used against him. Hernandez did not testify at Johnson's trial, though he could have. In his closing argument, lead prosecutor Hagerman emphasized that Hernandez is a defendant in the case and that he has the right not to testify. Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy said that after the trial that the prosecution did not call every witness that it could have called. So at that time, Govan was out on bond since May 2023, and judges have declined to revoke his bond numerous times. In June 2024, South Haven police officers arrested Govan for driving on a suspended license, having an improperly mounted license tag, and outstanding stalking charges. Before that, Judge Jennifer Mitchell, who inherited the case following the recusal of Judge Lee Coffey, criticized Hernandez for doing a YouTube interview and for attending a funeral. When he was still in Judge Coffey's courtroom, the judge ripped into Hernandez for going out of state while on house arrest without the court's approval. So he couldn't follow directions, I see, huh? So they said when he was out on bond, he asked to go shopping for food and clothes, get a full-time job, and has even taken a couple of unsanctioned trips. That's what the judge said. So let's see. So Hernandez faces life in prison if he's convicted of first-degree murder too. And also, the judge said that Memphis, Shelby County, Tennessee, is the first most violent metropolitan area in the country. All right. So let's go ahead and recap his trial once I actually find the damn information. Okay, let's see. See, it was easy to find. What's his name? Let's see here. This is old. Okay, so hopefully, no, I don't want to hear them. All right, y'all, let me just see if I can find it. I don't know why I cannot find the stuff that I'm looking for right now. Let's see here. I mean, of course, I can show y'all on TikTok, and I'm trying to do it myself. Let's see. So I don't know what this is entailing right here. Let's look at this. I already just told you guys what this. I don't know why they don't recount this. Recap this from like they did Diddy's. Hold on. So they're gonna resume with court tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. So I can tell you guys that. So the next witness is Angela, who is Smith's girlfriend. Okay. So they said Manny Aurora, defense attorney for Hernandez, asked Smith which Justin he spoke to before the shooting. In the audio played by the state, investigators asked Smith if he spoke to a Justin Taylor. They simply said, "Did you talk to Justin Taylor? Drop or some other nickname?" And you said yes, Aurora said. Smith said at the time he did not know anybody's first name. Smith said he only learned of his co-conspirator's first name after seeing documents. Aurora pointed out that Smith previously testified that he didn't see all of his discovery. Aurora played the audio where Smith told investigators that he met Johnson through miscellaneous. So he says, "So you told us that you met Justin Taylor, whoever Justin Taylor is, through Hernandez. So when the police ask you how you met Justin or Drop, you told them you met them through miscellaneous," Aurora said. "The truth is, if you ever met Justin Taylor, it was through Hernandez. And if you ever met Mr. Johnson, it was through miscellaneous. Is that what we just heard?" And then Smith replied, "If that's what the video says." Okay. So that was back. Yeah, today. Okay, so let's see. Then they said a redirect of Cornelius Smith. So under redirect by the prosecution, Cornelia Smith recalled that he met Justin Johnson through Hernandez. The state asked Smith if he recognized himself in a video. Smith said he did. In that video, investigators asked Smith if he spoke to a man named Justin Taylor. Investigators say Smith may know him as Drop and asked if he remembers speaking to him. Smith said he met him through one of his partners. That partner was the rapper who Hernandez's defense attorney mentioned in cross-examination. The prosecution asked about Cash App. Smith said that Hernandez was supposed to Cash App Justin Johnson some money. Hernandez gave Smith cash for the car cover, he said. Smith said when he first spoke to detectives, he was under the influence and he was trying to not incriminate himself. It ain't work, he said. The prosecution then asked about a message Smith testified to sending to Big Jook following the murder. Smith said he told Hernandez, "This Hernandez homeboy, little C, I'm trying to get my money. I'm trying to get my money." Smith said he may have used his girlfriend's phone to send that message. Let's see. So then at 2:51, defense cross-examines Cornelia Smith. Defense attorney Manny Aurora asked confessed murderer Cornelia Smith if he spoke to his attorney before testifying. Smith said he asked to talk to his lawyers because he hasn't spoken to his lawyers since coming to court. He said, "You didn't know you were going to testify in trial today?" Aurora asked. Smith said he did not know that, but wanted to see what was going on regarding him. Aurora pointed out that Smith spoke to Shelby County District Attorney Paul Hagerman several times and made several statements to police. Smith pushed back, saying, "I ain't make no forced statements to police." Smith said that he spoke to Hagerman after his arrest. Then Aurora asked Smith if he remembered making a statement to prosecutors in August 2022. He said, "You lied to the police throughout this process, right?" And then Smith disagreed. He said he was intoxicated when he was arrested. Then Aurora asked if the police had illegally questioned him when he was drunk. He said, "I talked to them, but I was intoxicated." That's what Smith said, okay? Right. Smith said he saw the U.S. Marshals trailing him on the day of his arrest. He said he went and got cake and ice cream for his daughter. He dropped his girlfriend off and then dropped his phone. Smith said he took some pills that morning. Aurora asked him who provided him with those pills. Smith said they did not come from Hernandez, but refused to name who provided them. He said, "I woke up and popped me some more pills. I was shot already too." Smith testified that he was able to do his daily activities that morning because he had a high tolerance to the drugs he was taking. Smith said the U.S. Marshals was tracking him to find out what he was doing. "They stopped you near your child's mother's house, right?" That's what Aurora asked. Smith said no, they arrested him in Mississippi. "As soon as they put those lights on me, I pulled over." Then Aurora asked if Smith was clear-headed enough to make the police chase him across state lines. Then Smith clarified that police did not chase him, they followed him. Same thing. He said, "I have no quarrel with you. I respect what you are trying to do. I just have some questions," Aurora said. "When we first started this morning, you said you had been shot twice and you were losing a lot of blood. You said it was gushing out of your arm and you had to get medical care, but you used the word a lot of blood everywhere. So as you are bleeding with blood everywhere, you made it into the Mercedes to make your getaway. As the car is leaving, you get shot in the arm." Smith said he does not know at what point he was shot. He only noticed he was injured once he was in the Mercedes. So he said, "Were you bleeding heavily from the gunshot wound in your leg?" That's what Aurora asked. Smith said yes, he was. He was bleeding in the Mercedes as they went to drop the car off. Smith testified that he had on a pullover sweater, that he was sitting up, and that he was not panicking. Smith said he did not check to see if there was blood in the car once they left the Mercedes on Bradley Street. Smith said he got out of the Mercedes and moved the white SUV. At that time, Johnson had the keys to the Mercedes. Smith then drove the SUV to the Gospel Garden Apartments. Aurora then addressed Smith's trip to AutoZone. He said, "You're now saying that the night before, which would be around midnight on the 19th, Hernandez gave you some money for a car cover." Aurora asked, and then Smith agreed. "You mentioned at one point that he paid you with cash out." And Smith said no, he paid in cash. Smith testified that Hernandez never paid him with cash out. Smith said he went to get the car cover, but he did not physically go inside of the store. Smith said his girlfriend Angela dropped him off when he cleaned the car. He told Angela to bust and block. Smith said Hernandez did not come out to meet with him when he came over to clean the car. Smith testified that Hernandez gave him money for the car cover when he came over to get some pills. Smith does not remember when exactly Hernandez gave him the money for the car cover. So then Aurora said there's a little problem with that. The car was found on the 20th that morning. If you wiped the car the night before, that would be the 19th. If he also paid you at the same time, that would be the 19th. Smith said that he went to the AutoZone early in the morning. He went to the store with Angela. Smith said, but he refused to imply that Angela knew anything about the murder. Smith said he changed out of his bloody clothes at the Gospel Garden Apartments, but didn't know who provided the clothes. Okay. Aurora asked Smith if the AutoZone he visited had security cameras. Smith said he did not know. Aurora asked what car took him to the AutoZone. Smith said it was Angela's white SUV. Aurora pointed out that a security camera would capture the car pulling up and that hypothetically Angela would be on the camera buying the car cover. In this story, Angela would have gotten a receipt. So if I were a really good detective, I could easily go to AutoZone, pull the footage, and ask them for receipts about who bought a car cover that morning. That's what Aurora said. Now, in regards to Hernandez, you talk to him almost every single day, Aurora asked. Smith agreed. You could have communicated with him for any reason. We have to take your word about what y'all talked about. Aurora stated that Smith spoke to government attorneys about 9 times before testifying in Hernandez's trial. Smith said he did not remember exactly how many times he spoke with the state attorneys. Aurora asked Smith if he ever communicated with Big Jook after they found the car or whatever. He said, I wasn't talking to Justin or him, so I inboxed him. I was like, you're Hernandez homebody. I'm trying to get my money, Smith said. He testified that he did not know on what app he inboxed Big Jook. Okay. Now, earlier, when you first met Jook, you said that Hernandez introduced you as Little C, the guy who took care of Wu. So he already knows you as a shooter. Why do we need all the cloak and dagger stuff? Aurora asked. Smith testified that Johnson ran away and that he did not trust anybody. So he took the initiative and reached out to Big Jook on his own. Aurora asked if his girlfriend could reach out to Big Jook. Smith said no, she did not know Big Jook or Hernandez. Aurora brought up previous testimony from Smith that Bobby Carter lived on Bradley Street, the street where police found the car and where Hernandez lived. Smith testified that Hernandez told him where Pre-Wu was when Smith attempted to carry out a hit on the artist. The state never charged Smith with the attempted murder of Pre-Wu. He ain't called no police then. That was street stuff. He shot back. It was a shootout, Smith said. Aurora asked Smith if he remembered telling prosecutors that 2 masked men brought him $50,000 in a brown bag. Smith said he never told prosecutors anything like that. Aurora brought up the fact that money turned up for his attorney after his arrest. Aurora asked Smith if it was understood that his attorney was paid for it because he was on Juke's team. The money came. I don't know who it came from, Smith said. Aurora asked if Smith remembered talking to the police on August the 10th, 2022. Smith said he probably did. Aurora gave Smith a document transcribing his interview with agents. It says, "Who is Vanessa Covington?" Aurora asked. "My sister," Smith said. Smith stated to police in August 2022 that he had his sister reach out to a lawyer for him. She told Smith that they did not have any money. Her husband contacted a lawyer. Smith told his sister that he needed to get word to Mims, the last name of Big Juke, through his lawyer. "So you told your lawyer to reach out to Juke's lawyer?" Aurora asked. So the attorney did get some money from Arthur Horn, Big Juke's lawyer. And at some point, your lawyer tells you that payments have been made and it's just cash. Mr. Horn doesn't want this coming back to him, so he just paid cash to Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey backed out of your case shortly after, and another lawyer came onto your case, Aurora said. Aurora said that Smith then got a new lawyer and $38,000 in cash turned up to pay for that attorney. Damn. He said, "If I pay for your lawyer, wouldn't I expect you to help me out and keep your mouth shut?" And then Smith said, "No, not necessarily." Then he said, "The person who made a statement on me, I may as well go ahead and tell the truth. This is the person who hired me right here, Mr. Hernandez, Govan. That is who brought me in," Smith said. Okay? Aurora asked Smith if the police ever interviewed Big Juke. Smith said he does not know. Smith said when he told police that he looked at the discovery, he only looked at his part of the discovery. "My part was short," Smith said. Aurora questioned Smith about pressure oil and asked him if he knew that sometimes people sold drugs from the car wash. Smith said he could not confirm that. Smith testified that he went to pressure oil at least twice, once with Hernandez to get his car washed and once to get his phone from Hernandez. Aurora asked if pressure oil had security cameras and if police would have gotten the footage from the car wash. Smith said he did not know. He said, "Was it just you and Juke when the meeting happened?" He said, "No, it was me and Juke and Mr. Hernandez, Govan," Smith said. "The meeting was not pre-planned," Smith said. Before the meeting, he only knew Hernandez for a short period of time. So was he doing a public service announcement saying there is a bounty on these people, Aurora asked. Smith said no. First you had to feel people out. Figure him out by selling him pills and knowing his mutual friends. So this is a order that Mr. Hernandez could not do himself and make $100,000. He had to get you to do it and just make $10,000 or ask. Smith says several young guys came around Hernandez. "I don't know who all knew, sir. I just know me, Bobby, and the other guy. I'm not with their little crew, so I don't know what they talk about when I'm not around. I am Bobby's partner," Smith said. So a gentleman you just recently met is going to trust you enough to tell you that there's a price on people's heads? And just like that, you're going to trust a guy living in Orange Mound just based on his reputation? Smith said that several people vouched for Hernandez and the legitimacy of the hit. Okay. So if all this is already known and understood, why would Mr. Jook need you to take your phones out and walk you through how much everybody's worth? People were saying Mr. Govan wasn't straight and all that. They were saying that he was the police, so the phones had to go up. Bobby told me that, and then the streets was talking, Smith said. So Bobby's already told you that he's the police and that he's already talking to the feds, Aurora said. Smith said that Hernandez hadn't done anything to him, but people say that about everybody, man. He ain't did no police stuff to me. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you. Streets talking about that all the time. I don't listen to what people say, Smith said. Smith clarified that Carter told Smith Hernandez was an informant after he saw the relationship between Smith and Hernandez. Smith said that he and Carter had problems too. He didn't believe everything Carter said. Now, Aurora pointed out that the abandoned house where police found the car was also near Carter's house. He asked if Carter ever told him about the car. Smith said he wasn't speaking to Carter at the time. Smith testified that he never seen a copy of his statement to police. He said he told his attorney that he did not want to rest of his discovery. You're basically saying your lawyer is a buffoon? Aurora asked. After the discovery came, I didn't care to get no more, Smith replied. Aurora asked Smith how many people he's shot. Smith said he went to jail in 2011 for aggravated assault charges. He clarified that he did not shoot Pre-Wu. He shot at Pre-Wu. He said he's only shot at Pre-Wu and a guy in 2011, and that he's only shot young Dolph. So Aurora brought up Smith's girlfriend interview with the police. Smith called his girlfriend Angela before she spoke to the police. Aurora asked Smith if he remembered asking Angela for an alibi before she spoke to the police. He said, I probably did. 9 times out of 10, I probably did. Okay? So after that call, do you remember calling Uncle Ron and asking him, find out what Angela said to the police? That's what Aurora asked. Smith said he remembered that and that he probably did call his brother and ask the same thing. He asked several other people to find out what Angela told the police. Now, Aurora provided Smith with a transcript of a jail-recorded phone call from December the 15th, 2021, where Smith told his family to tell Angela not to go to the detective's office until he got out of jail. And let's see what else we got. He said you also told her to say that she doesn't know anything about it, to keep up with the false statement that she already made, Aurora asked. The defense attorney claimed that the day before, she told police that she didn't know anything about it. Smith said that Angela did not know anything about the murder until after the crime happened. She ain't know she was hiding no evidence or nothing like that. Angela Green, man, she don't know what the car cover was for. That's what Smith said. She didn't know what car cover that was fixing to go on. Now, Aurora pointed out that Angela picked him up the day before that and that he had gunshot wounds. He said, I told her we got into a little shootout. I told her there was a 1.5 million hit on Dolph's head, Smith said. Now, Aurora claimed that Smith later said the hit was worth 1 million and then 500,000. Smith denied saying the prices were 1 million and then 500,000. Aurora asked if Smith told his child's mother that he was going to use that money to live happily ever after. Smith said, if I would have gotten away with it, I would have blessed my children and their mother with about 10, but it wasn't going to be happily ever after or anything like that. That's crazy as hell, you guys. Man, that's crazy. Anyway, during Justin's trial, Smith said he was just running game when he told his child's mother about the money. Running game is just, I wouldn't say lying, just men and women talking. She knows I'm full of, I guess, shit, and I know she full of shit. It's just put a smile on each other's face. It's just something to laugh about, Smith said. Aurora read Smith's previous testimony from the Johnson's trial about running game. At that trial, Smith described game as telling a person what they want to hear. Aurora argued that Smith was lying when he told his child's mother that he was going to buy her a house. It's been 4 years. Why didn't you just take a guilty plea so the family didn't have to worry about it? You still haven't taken a guilty plea, Aurora said. I'm just going to keep it real. I didn't have no beef with Paper Route. I didn't know none of them. Had I not met Mr. Hernandez Govan, I wouldn't be sitting up here. I would still be popping my pills and going about my business, Smith said. Now, regarding cleaning the car, Aurora said, how many people have you shot that you can remember cleaning a car with bleach and peroxide? Smith said he remembered pulling a GUN on his child's mother and that he had only shot at 3 people, young Dolph being the only one that he hit. Aurora then brought up a domestic violence charge from Smith's past and theft charges in Smith's criminal history. People go through their ups and downs. Every relationship do, Smith said of his previous domestic violence charges. Aurora gave Smith a document detailing an interview he previously gave authorities. In that interview, Smith mentions having peroxide and bleach. Smith said he never stated he carried the peroxide and bleach. Aurora insisted that his interview implies he carried the cleaning supplies. Smith again reviewed the interview. Aurora asked again if Smith carried the supplies. Smith said, yeah, it's on that page. He just be lying. Aurora mentioned another interview Smith gave in which Smith said Johnson gave $500 to a neighbor of Smith's father. Smith said he believes Johnson gave that money to the neighbor. Smith said he went to Atlanta after the shooting and returned to Memphis. He said, I was on my way back from Atlanta when he gave her that $500. I was just a few hours away. Aurora asked Smith if he had made any intoxicated statements to police on December the 9th when he was arrested. In that statement, according to Aurora, he told police that he met Johnson through another rapper. My mugshot says it all. I don't remember nothing, Smith said. He said he don't know nothing. I'm just playing. He just said he does not remember anything. Aurora went back over the argument that Smith was alert enough to buy birthday supplies for his daughter, buy headache medicine, and noticed the U.S. Marshals following him. Smith testified that the U.S. Marshals pulled up 5 deep when he dropped his phone off. So when you're at the apartment, they somehow just let you get away, Aurora asked. I don't know why they didn't get me right then, Smith replied. Aurora asked Smith if he remembered telling family members that Hernandez is a federal snitch. Smith said he did remember that. Aurora said that Smith identified several GUNS, though Smith claimed not to remember identifying the GUNS belonged to. Aurora questioned Johnson about why he told police that he met Johnson through another rapper and never mentioned Hernandez's name. He said, I was just under the influence. Aurora brought up a letter Smith wrote his sister in March 2022. In that letter, Smith referenced the Holy Bobo case. Smith wrote, that's the only way I won't do life in jail in EXT, I guess. I don't know what that stands for. And then he said, man, just got $50,000 for this. He talking about one of the men in the Holy Bobo case, where they raped unalive her. He worked with him, and they let him walk free. Aurora argued that Smith believed if he cooperated with police, he would walk free. When Bailey pulled out of the case, you got the same lawyer that got the man in the Holy Bobo case off by cooperating, right? Aurora asked Smith, and Smith agreed. Smith said he knows Aurora had gotten a man to walk free, though the two have never met. Aurora asked if Smith knew he had tried to meet with Smith several times. Aurora withdrew the questions after an objection to relevance. Aurora asked Smith if he remembered Aurora asking about being on the team. The attorney then played audio of Smith talking to investigators. Aurora asked if Yo Gotti or Big Jook had ever been questioned by police. Smith said he does not know Yo Gotti or Big Jook personally. Aurora asked if Smith spoke to Hernandez on the morning of the murder. He said, the reason I asked is you didn't know what you were going to do that morning. Justin just showed up with a stolen white Mercedes, Aurora said. And Smith said, I didn't know he was pulling up that car. He also didn't know what Guns Johnson brought. And you didn't know if you had seen anybody that day, Aurora said. Mr. Hernandez already let us know we were going to get something. We were on the move, Smith said, speaking about pre-Turkey Drive. Aurora asked Smith how he knew it was young Dolph. Smith said he listened to young Dolph. Everybody knows Dolph's car, Smith said. Smith said young Dolph was in the same car the previous day, and he knows that because he saw it on the internet. That's why you can't be putting stuff on the internet, telling every damn thing. I mean, in time again, these people do the same thing, running their mouths on the internet. He said, we all knew that they were doing turkey drives, Smith said. It sounds like we were being a child. Hernandez told me to get rid of the phone. Hernandez told me to get rid of the car. You don't need to be spoon-fed for someone to tell you to get rid of the evidence, Aurora argued. He hired me to do the hits. I didn't know anything about paper route, Smith said, testifying that all the information came from Hernandez. So Aurora played audio of Smith talking about his meeting with Hernandez and Big Jook. In the clip, Smith said that Big Jook informed him about the hit on Pre. He said, do you remember saying that he was doing all the talking about the hits? And then Smith said Hernandez was talking too. Smith again said that he heard that Hernandez was a federal informant, and that's why Big Jook insisted on meeting without phones. So Aurora asked Smith if he heard 100 shots. So you know that people have been trying to unalive Dolph for 3 or 4 years prior to doing this. And you know that CMG had people all over the country trying to unalive him, Aurora asked. So all of the people that they could hire to kill the biggest name in Memphis, they hired nobody who lives on Bradley Street and sells pills in Memphis to pick you up, Aurora asked. Hernandez set it all up, right? You didn't know nothing living in the streets that there was a price on Dolph's head. Smith insisted that Govan hired him to commit the murder. Okay, so then at 2:34 p.m., Cornelia Smith continues his testimony. Okay, so admitted Iller, Cornelia Smith testified that defendant Hernandez Govan knew that Smith and Johnson had just shot young Dolph when they called him from the Gospel Garden Apartments. Smith said that he met Hernandez at a car wash, Pressure World, to retrieve his cell phone. Smith testified that he left his phone in the car after the shooting. Smith said that at that meeting, Hernandez told him that he heard that either he or Johnson had been shot and asked Smith if they had their mask on at the time of the murder. Hernandez told Smith at their meeting at the car wash that he would get Smith his money for unaliving young Dolph. Smith testified. The Iller again testified that he was supposed to give Hernandez $10,000 from his $50,000 payment for unaliving young Dolph. Smith said Hernandez gave him about $30 or $40 after the shooting. That's crazy. Smith testified that he saw Hernandez later that day. Later on that night, I pulled back up at his house. He was on the phone with Justin at the time. Justin was talking about Cash App him some money so he could get a wound kit because I was bleeding bad, Smith said. Smith testified that Hernandez then gave him some ECTASY pills, okay? Smith said he had to get up early that next morning to get a car cover to hide the Mercedes. Smith testified that Hernandez gave him money to buy the car cover. The same morning the car got discovered. The night before that, he gave me the money because I went to AutoZone that morning to get the car cover. I was going to wait until night when it was dark to put it on the car, but they discovered the car. These people were idiots. Okay, that's what Smith said. Also, the night before the car was discovered, Smith said he returned to write the car down. Smith said he called Hernandez beforehand to let him know that Smith was coming to wipe the car down. Smith said he sprayed some cleaning supplies on a rag and used that rag to wipe the rag to wipe the car down. He said he did this at night. So at some point after they dumped the car, Smith said someone put the car in the back of the property. Police found the car in the backyard of an abandoned house on Bradley Street, across the street from Hernandez's house. Smith testified that Hernandez kept asking about destroying the car. When Smith told Hernandez he was going to wipe the car down, Govan said, "All right, bruh," Smith testified. Smith said he went to AutoZone to buy the car cover, but it never made out of the box. Smith said they discovered the car before he had a chance to cover it. So he took the car cover back to AutoZone, returned it, and bought some more pills. Smith said he did not speak to Hernandez or Johnson on the day the car was discovered. Smith said he learned that they discovered the car through Facebook and by watching the news. He was the one saying we needed to get rid of the car. He didn't want them to talk to him if they discovered the car, Smith said of Hernandez. On December the 8th, 2021, Smith said he was going to get some pills. He saw Hernandez on the road. Hernandez blew the horn at him and Smith pulled over. Smith testified that Hernandez told him that he'd been getting shot at and asked if he'd spoken to Johnson. He was asking me, did I have a number so he could get in touch with me. He told me I needed to get rid of my phone. He was saying he was going to go to Privy that night and get my money. He asked me for my number and he was going to call me, Smith said. Smith never got that money. However, because the United States Marshal arrested him the next day. December the 9th was his daughter's birthday, he said. Smith testified the marshals were tracking him all morning and he was arrested. At the time of his arrest, Smith said he had 2 phones on him. After I saw the U.S. Marshals trailing me, I gave it to my children's mother, Smith said. Authorities got that phone from his children's mother. Smith said he's not sure how they found out his child's mother had the phone. Smith said he never spoke to Hernandez again after that. So anyway, Smith testified that he never got the $50,000 he was promised for murdering young Dolph. After his arrest, Smith said that money was provided for lawyer fees. At that time, Hernandez had not been arrested, Smith said. Smith said he was not promised anything for his testimony, though he hopes to receive leniency on his sentencing. He's spoken to prosecutors numerous times. Okay, so then they took a lunch break at 1:05, and then court came back into session at 2:15, and then they called Cornelius Smith, who was the confessed Iller. The prosecutor asked The prosecution asked Cornelius Smith to identify Hernandez Govan. Smith admitted to being one of the two gunmen who murdered young Dolph. Smith testified that he met Hernandez in 2021. He said he met Hernandez through a person named Bobby and that he bought pills from Hernandez. Smith said Bobby is Bobby Carter. Smith said Hernandez sold him, you know what pills, ECSTASY in oxycodone. Smith said his son passed in 2020, leading him to start using pills again. Smith said he had a history of DRUG abuse, but stopped using DRUGS. He started again after his son's unaliving, Smith said. Smith said that Carter went and got pills from Hernandez one day. Oh, excuse me, y'all. He said Smith said that Carter went and got pills from Govan. And then one day Carter did not want to go get the pills. So Smith began going to Hernandez's home on Bradley Street to get the pills himself. Okay, that's according to Smith. Smith said that Hernandez lived across the street from, I think they make that, hold on. Smith said that Hernandez lived across the street from Hernandez. I think they made a typo right there. Okay. Then Smith said Hernandez started asking him if he wanted to make some money after he bought the pills from him a couple of times. At that time, Smith was not working. Smith said he needed money to make sure his children were straight and to pop a couple of pills. At the time, Smith had 5 children, okay? Smith said he dated Angela Arnold at the time. Smith said Hernandez told him it was a hit at the time on a couple of guys in paper route. Smith testified that Hernandez told him that young Dolph had $100,000 on his head. He was telling us who had the most money on his head. Young Dolph had the most money on his head. If you are alive, young Dolph, you're getting $100,000, Smith said. That's a damn shame. Smith said Hernandez gave him a GUN and told him that Paper Route Wu was at home one day. Smith said that Bobby Carter dropped him off and that he and Paper Route Wu had a shootout. Smith said the GUN Hernandez gave him jammed up. He and Bobby Carter ran away, Smith said. Smith said that was the last hit Carter participated in. Smith said that Hernandez got intelligence on the locations of Cree members. Smith testified we were looking for whoever we could find, referring to the hit on Cree artists. After the incident with Paper Route Wu, Smith said he pulled up at Hernandez's home and saw a truck sitting in front of Hernandez's house. It was an SUV. Smith said he saw Hernandez sitting in the car with Big Jook. Big Jook told Hernandez to take the phones outside. Smith said Govan introduced him to Big Jook, who prosecutors have identified as a high-ranking figure in the record label CMG. The prosecution gave Smith a photograph. Okay, Smith identified it as a photograph of Hernandez and Big Jook. The state entered the photograph into evidence. Smith said he never had Big Jook's number and never had any direct contact with Big Jook. Hernandez, the one who did all the talking, Smith said. Smith said Hernandez's name was saved in his phone as Bruh. Hernandez had 2 different numbers, Smith said. Smith is telling this, then, you guys. Smith testified that he met Justin Johnson through Hernandez. Johnson has been convicted of young Dolph's murder. Smith said that he met Johnson around the time he attempted to carry out a hit on Paper Route Wu. Hernandez put all of us together, Smith said, testifying that he had never met or heard of Johnson before Hernandez introduced the 2 men. After we did that and the GUN jammed up with Paper Route Wu, Justin and them went back and told Hernandez that Bobby and me so-called messed it up or whatever, Smith said. Smith said Hernandez told him to get with Justin so we could get this money. According to Smith, he agreed to out of his $50,000 reward for unaliving young Dolph. Smith testified that's where we always met up at, over at Hernandez's house. During those meetings, Smith said he and Hernandez discussed the bounties in the hits on pre-artists. He said, I would have never met Justin if it wasn't for Hernandez. Smith said he was only familiar with one pre-artist, and that's Young Dolph. He said, I was thinking to myself, it's impossible to get Young Dolph, so I had to Google the other guys to see who they were. That's what Smith said, you guys. Smith testified that Hernandez told him about the pre-turkey drives. That's our opportunity to make something shake, Smith said. He testified that he did not know about the turkey drive before Hernandez told him about it. He said, I don't know nothing about what Paper Route do. Smith said that he did listen to Young Dolph's music before the you know what. Smith and Johnson already knew the price for each member of Pre before the turkey drive, he said. Smith testified that Johnson picked up prior to the pre-turkey drive in South Memphis. We were riding trying to get one of the artists down there. So they was trying to get one of the artists. That's a damn shame. Smith said the Johnsons got a call giving them Young Dolph's location, but Young Dolph wasn't there when the pair arrived. At that point, Smith said the pair knew Young Dolph was in town. Anything can shake right now. We are going to get somebody. Tomorrow is our day. We are going to strike somebody. We are going to get lucky tomorrow. That's what Smith said. Smith testified that they told Hernandez about this. He was like, y'all do y'all thing. Handle y'all business, Smith said. This is a damn shame. Smith said with a mask on his face in a music video with Johnson. Johnson's rap name is Straight Drop. The prosecution gave Smith a photograph. Smith said that the photo shows him wearing a mask, standing behind Hernandez and shooting the music video. That video was filmed outside of the house where authorities found the white Mercedes used in Young Dolph's murder. Smith testified that the video was shot after the Paper Route roof hit. These people are absolutely morons, okay? Smith said at the time he did not know anyone else in the video. He only knew Hernandez, who asked him to be in the video. The prosecution then brought the conversation around to November the 17th, 2021, the day Young Dolph was unalive. Smith said that was his daughter's birthday. He woke up to a call from Justin Johnson, who told him that he was about to pull up on him. Smith only lived a couple minutes from Hernandez's house, he said. Smith said Johnson picked him up in a white Mercedes. He usually saw Johnson in an SUV. He had never seen Johnson in a white Mercedes. He said, I ain't asking no questions. I ain't going to lie. I just jumped in there because I knew we were on a mission. At that time, Smith said he was looking to unalive any member of Pre. Okay. Smith said the pair went to Hernandez's house. They parked in front of the abandoned house on Bradley Street and then went to Hernandez's house. Smith said Johnson got something out of the SUV on Bradley Street and got back into the Mercedes. Johnson already had the GUNS in the car when he picked up Smith. Smith testified. Both had masks and gloves. Smith said he and Johnson saw Young Dolph's car near Lamar and Airways. The pair followed Young Dolph, just like I thought. Smith said they saw Young Dolph pull up to Makita's homemade cookies. He and Johnson then got out of the car and shot into the store. Smith said only about 5 or 10 minutes had passed by the time they spotted Young Dolph driving and unalived him at the cookie store. Smith testified that he put his phone in the glove compartment of the car. That's sad. The prosecution played a video of the shooting at Makita's homemade cookies. The video showed Young Dolph's brother returning fire. Smith testified that he was hit by the you-know-what fire and that Johnson was scraped by a bullet. The state played another video footage from inside the store. The video shows Smith run up to the storefront and fire into the building. After the shooting, Smith said he and Johnson returned to the house across the street from Hernandez's house. Smith said the pair did not necessarily have a plan after shooting young Dolph because they didn't plan on getting shot. He said they took the Mercedes back to the house on Bradley Street next door to Hernandez's house. Smith testified that Johnson FaceTimed Big Juke to inform him about the successful hit. Big Juke told them that he would get back with him. Smith testified that the only way he could get in touch with Big Juke was through Hernandez or Johnson. This is a damn shame. Smith said Johnson then worked on finding a place for the pair to clean up because he was bleeding extremely bad. Smith testified that they went to the Tulane Street apartment complex and Johnson called Hernandez. The apartment complex in question is actually called the Gospel Garden Apartments. He was like, man, y'all gotta blank everywhere. Y'all got blank everywhere. Smith testified of that phone call with Hernandez. Smith said he told Hernandez that he left his phone in the car and that Hernandez instructed him to leave the car wash. The state then played security footage showing Smith and Johnson arriving at the Gospel Garden Apartments. Smith testified that someone brought them a wound kit. Then he called his girlfriend and the pair called Hernandez. The two made plans to meet at Pressure Oil on Lamar Avenue, the car wash Hernandez used frequently. Smith said that his girlfriend Angela picked them up from the apartment complex. Smith said that he and his girlfriend waited to leave until Johnson came out of the apartment. In preparing for the murder, Smith testified that he and Johnson exchanged phone numbers. Smith saved Johnson's number as Little Bruh, he testified. So anyway, they kept on resuming. This is a lot of stuff, guys. I cannot read all of this, but this damn case is a mess. This dude is telling everything. I will let y'all hear a TikTok video. I wish they just would have recapped everything without going over. I mean, they are recapping it, but they are going over everything. But Smith is clearly telling everything. And I remember when people were talking about this situation here, this murder, and they were saying that these people could have done it, but Smith is testifying. He's basically telling you what happened completely. So they also call Raul, I guess, Hopkins. He knew young Dolph for about 20 years. He said he knew him from the neighborhood. He was a security guard from young Dolph. He worked as young Dolph's security for about 7 years. So they did enter into evidence a chain showing Pre. So I thought y'all said somebody else had that chain. Anyway, the name of young Dolph's records label. Hopkins told the jury that young Dolph had a problem with the record label CMG. Hopkins said that Pre has several artists on the label. Hopkins said the only CMG artist he was familiar with was Yo Gotti. He said that young Dolph and CMG had tension over music and disc songs. Hopkins said that CMG wanted young Dolph to sign to their label, and that could have been the beginning of their issues. Young Dolph never signed with CMG and instead founded his own label. And then the prosecution asked if there were any acts of violence between the record labels. He said the first incident I remember was in 2015. We were in Charlotte. We had just went upstairs. There was two more people. They came running up saying the van just got shot up. At that time, young Dolph was not in the van and was instead upstairs in a building. Hopkins said he is not sure who actually done it. Then there was another incident in 2017 in Charlotte. He said, I wasn't there, but from what I know is that his SUV got shot up. And then there was another one in LA. Somebody called me and said young Dolph had just got shot in California. He said, I went there the next morning, and then he testified that he does not know who was responsible for the shootings. Then they brought up the pre-annual turkey drive in Memphis again. And that's where Young Dolph and members of his record label gave out turkeys to the community. So Hopkins said that Young Dolph did not personally participate in the 4 turkey drives scheduled for 2021. Yeah, because we was wondering if he did, so he didn't. Hopkins said that Young Dolph did not live in Memphis at the time of his murder and that he was only in town for the turkey drive. Hopkins said that he spoke to Young Dolph on Tuesday and then heard on Wednesday morning that Young Dolph had been shot. Then the prosecution gave Hopkins a flash drive containing video from inside and outside of Makita's homemade cookies. The prosecution played the video. The video showed Young Dolph's car pulled up to the store. The artist and his brother get out of the car and enter the store. The prosecution then played video from inside the store. Hopkins said that Young Dolph wanted him to be with his other artist that day and that he was not with Young Dolph at the time of the shooting. Then they had Erica Thornton, the sister of Young Dolph. She was the state's first witness. She said that last time she spoke to her brother was the day before his murder. That's sad. So Manny Orr, who was the defense attorney for Hernandez, Govan, told the jury that Cornelius Smith made at least 5 different conflicting statements to authorities. He then played a video showing Smith and Johnson shooting into Makita's homemade cookies. The man you have to believe is the man who is capable of carrying an AK-47, going to a store full of people and opening fire. He's going to tell you that Mr. Hernandez did this, and this. Nothing he says can be verified, he said. And then he played an audio of Smith speaking about meeting with Big Jook. So the state just told you to your face that Mr. Hernandez picked out 2 desperate people. Cornelius Smith, if you believe him, said he just happened to be going by Hernandez's house to buy some X pills. He said Big Jook just happened to be there. The reason I ask you to question whether any of that is true is because the police never once went to question Big Jook or Yo Gotti or anybody with CMG. Okay? The attorney said that Big Jook, before his unaliving, was never interviewed and never put under surveillance. The attorney told the jury that there were multiple attempts on Young Dolph's life to ensure. He explained how Young Dolph wrote the song 100 Shots after an attempt on his life, and that there was open hostility between CMG and Young Dolph. The attorney told the jury that Smith and Johnson made random calls after the shooting. They left the car in front of the street from Hernandez's house, so if there is some master plan, that could possibly be one of the dumbest plans if you're going to unalive the most famous person in Memphis. Again, there was no phone contact between them and Hernandez for weeks leading up to the shooting. That's what the attorney said. The attorney went on to explain that the man who stole the white Mercedes was never charged in the case. He said, we will be here for about 2 hours going through everything that was bald-faced lies. You know how you can tell someone's lying? In the first interview, 34 times he said, trust me. He told the jury that there was nothing in the car that connected the car to Hernandez, had nothing to do with him, didn't touch it. How did he open the door? How did he get the keys to open the door? The attorney claimed that Justin Johnson went to get items from the car. He said, this is why I talk about first impressions, because they could be misleading, or in this case, patiently false. He's the fall guy. He didn't do anything. Even if you believe Cornelius, Jook took over and did all the talking. You think that man can pay someone $100,000? Aurora said that Smith gave multiple different amounts about how much the hit on Dolph was worth. He needs to be fought for. He's your peer, Aurora said. The attorney then has Hernandez stand up. Mr. Hernandez matters. You can't do this to people just for political gain, because you need to solve a crime, because someone famous passed. It is just wrong, Aurora said. The truth does not change. You don't have to remember it. You don't have to rehearse it. You don't have to practice it. It is what it is. And this is not the truth. Responsibility for your actions goes both ways. There's going to be a lot lacking in this case. It's all coming down to Cornelius and possibly where somebody's phone might have been. You don't know what they said, if they even talked, or as a friend. You're calling somebody after the shooting because social media blew up after this. Mr. Hernandez is your peer. He deserves better. High-profile TV cameras or not, nobody deserves to pass. But you don't compound the problem by blaming innocent people for it. Even if you want to believe Cornelius, they sure didn't prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay, then the prosecutor gave his opening statement. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. I will read this. So prosecutor Iris Williams began the state's opening statements, telling the jury that people can control their choices. Our choices can move mountains. Our choices can get us into trouble. And our choices can mean life in DEATH. This case is about choices. That's what Williams said. She told the jury to keep Hernandez's name in mind and to think about his choices. Williams described how a white Mercedes pulled up, two gunmen got out and shot young Dolph, leaving him with 20 gunshot wounds, including a catastrophic wound to his face. Williams said that young Dolph's sister will testify at the trial along with one of young Dolph's longtime security members. Adolph Thornton wasn't just Adolph Thornton. He was known across the city as young Dolph. His ambition inspired and spoke to this city in a lot of ways that many artists just could not do. Thornton made his own way in the music industry. He created a label, Paper Route Empire, Williams said. When you create opportunities for others, some people don't like that. Williams said that the testimony will describe the tension between Young Dolph and CMG, Yo Gotti's record label. Cornelius Smith will also testify, Williams said. He will tell you that he met Hernandez in 2021. They met through Smith's friend, Bobby Carter. Smith has a couple of nicknames for Hernandez. Hernandez started out by selling drugs to Smith, pills specifically. But that's not the only thing that Mr. Hernandez did. Mr. Hernandez chose Smith, and Govan chose him to do a job. Govan also chose Justin Johnson, another co-defendant, to do that same job, a job that ended in the life and unaliving of Adolph Thornton Jr. He chose two desperate people, Smith, needing money, and Justin Johnson, an aspiring rap artist that wanted to be on CMG's label. The very label that Hernandez had access to and was affiliated with, Williams said. Williams described how Hernandez, Smith, and Johnson met with Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother, and the number 2 person in CMG. Williams told the jury that Smith and Johnson spotted young Dolph custom car and followed him to Nikita's homemade cookies and shot him. The pair then ditched the white Mercedes they used in an abandoned house next door to Hernandez's home on Bradley Street. Smith left his phone in the car. Williams said Smith then contacted Hernandez and asked to meet with Hernandez so that he could get his phone back. She said, "Ladies and gentlemen, there are corpus amounts of phone records, and Sergeant Browning will testify that these call detail records will support what Smith is saying. And if that's not enough, you will hear testimony that Smith met with Hernandez after the murder so that Smith could get his phone back. But that's not where it ends. Smith will tell you that that exchange, Hernandez gave him money to buy a car cover to hide the murder car that was parked directly across the street from his own house. Not only that, but the day before Smith was arrested, he ran into Hernandez. Hernandez was concerned. Hernandez was worried that Smith had not been paid. And what did he tell Smith? He told Smith he was going to Pivy and make sure that Smith got his money. Pivy is a lounge that is affiliated with CMG artists, Williams said. A choice to help one of the Illers get his phone back after the murder, a choice to make sure that one of the Illers got paid after the murder. Choices. When you hear all of the evidence and you hear all of the testimony, you will see the consequences of Hernandez's actions. Violence, unaliving, lost a human being taken from this world in one of the most shocking of ways, getting cookies in his community in broad daylight during the holidays. Williams said that the state would ask the jury to make a choice and find Hernandez guilty of first-degree murder in conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. So the jury, you guys, is made up of 9 women and 7 men. They are all from Shelby County. So they did do the indictment reading. Judge Jennifer Mitchell read the indictment against Hernandez Govan. The jury was instructed to take notes as she read the indictment and all throughout the trial. The indictment is against Justin Johnson, Cornelia Smith, Jamarcus Johnson, and Hernandez Govan. If it charges them with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and first-degree murder. They also gave jury instructions. Judge Jennifer Mitchell began court at about 9:40 a.m. She read the jury their instructions, including the facts that Govan should be presumed innocent until proven guilty and that the burden of proof rests on the state. She also instructed the jury not to take into account how many witnesses each side calls. The judge explained circumstantial evidence and direct evidence. Direct evidence is direct evidence of a fact, such as eyewitness testimony. Circumstantial evidence is evidence that can lead you to believe that a fact exists. A transcript of the trial would not be provided to the jury. They must rely on their notes. So the indictment claims that Smith and Johnson traveled to Makita's homemade cookies and unalived young Dolph. It claims that Hernandez instructed Smith and Johnson to unalive young Dolph. It claims that Hernandez facilitated payments to Smith and Johnson for the murder of young Dolph. Now, Hernandez pleaded not guilty, okay? So they were there, you guys, from about, from about 8:30, I believe, 8:23, somewhere around that time, probably earlier, but Hernandez entered into the courtroom with his attorney at around 9:07. Okay, so I think they started this, they were there like at 8 probably, when the courts probably opened up. And then the trial was expected to start at 10 a.m. And the prosecution was led by attorney Iris Williams and Carla Taylor. And then Hernandez is represented by attorney Manny Ora from ATL. And like you know, Judge Jennifer Mitchell is presiding over the case. And the reason why he is on trial for young Dolph's murder is because he was the third person to be charged with the murder of young Dolph. Cornelius Smith admitted to being one of 2 shooters who sprayed bullets into Makita's homemade cookies or air raids Boulevard, unaliving the rapper, whose real name is Adolph Thornton Jr., on November 17, 2021. A jury convicted Smith's fellow shooter, Justin Johnson, of his role in the murder. Okay, so even before Justin's trial, investigators labeled Hernandez as the mastermind behind the murder. All right. They claimed that Hernandez introduced Smith and Johnson to a man named Big Juke, whose real name is Anthony Mims, and who is the brother of famed Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Big Juke Hangerman said put out a $100,000 hit on any member of Young Dolph's record label, Paper Route Empire. The lead prosecutors argued that Smith and Johnson were each to give $50,000, and they both agreed to give Hernandez $10,000 for introducing them to Big Juke. Big Juke later passed on in a shooting outside of Memphis restaurant. And of course, nobody has been charged. I told you guys that already, and no motive for the shooting has ever been provided by police. So again, that trial today was, I guess they was in there by 8, but it actually started, I believe, at 10. And Hernandez came into the courtroom, I think, at 9. I think that's what I said. In the case for earlier or Monday, he ended at, let's see what time did he end. Oh man, I read a lot of stuff. Hold on, I got to go back. So it ended about, let's see if they got it up here. Thought they said about 4 something. Yeah, 4:56. It ended, and I think it resumes again tomorrow at, I think I said 9:30, somewhere around that time. But as you guys can see, Smith is telling everything. You know, of course, Hernandez's lawyer is saying that Hernandez did not do anything, that Smith is lying, they are lying. I don't know, guys. It is what it is. I mean, you know, they went over there, you know, just like the attorney said. I actually believe he played a part in it as well. I actually believe that. Okay, so let's look at a couple of TikTok videos about it, and then we'll move on. What's up, Tony Vance? Thank you so much for being here. Alexis, thank you so much for being here. Let me read y'all comments real quick. What the hell is wrong with my eyes? Gosh, these glasses are filthy. Let's see. Y'all said he was basically the mastermind behind everything, right? He's charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and attempted murder. He is not accused of shooting young Dolph. The prosecutors claim he directed it, right? He's the mastermind behind everything. And even though his defense attorney is claiming he wasn't. Okay? Seems like he was to me. I don't know. I just know one damn thing. It's a damn shame how they did and what they did. They actually had a hit out for all of Creed's artists. It just so happened Dolph is the one they got. I think he had the biggest bounty on his head. That's sad. So now we understand. We already knew he had some type of idea, you know, why certain people got unalive. Okay? It seems like it was retaliation. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay? Let's go ahead and watch some videos on this real quick, guys, so we can move on. I wish they would summarize, though, this like they did Diddy's case. Instead, they are summarizing it, but they're going into the whole thing. I cannot read the entire whole thing. So you guys can actually go to, if you want to read it, you can go to Fox 13, and it says Hernandez Govan stands trial for young Dolph's murder. Okay, and you can get all of that recap of the trial, because I didn't read every single part. I did read a lot though. I'm not gonna lie, I really did. Okay, we would be here all night reading that. Okay, let me go ahead and share and all that, because I almost forgot. I need to clean my glasses out at the same time. They are so dirty, man. I can barely see out of them. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. This is somebody else's video. I gotta take this down. Okay, so let's do this. God, these glasses are so dirty. Let's do Hernandez Govan recap. I think I spelled his name right. In case I missed some stuff, we're gonna look at this real quick, because I could not read everything. I don't know which one I want to watch. He's a hot ass mess. Okay. Let's watch him. Hopefully he does not have it on damn music. So he got two, then he got this. So let's go ahead and do the recap.
The prosecution in Young Dolph trial thought this win was going to be a breeze, but the defense team poking more holes in Cornelius' story than a piece of Swiss cheese.
He lied too.
The prosecution thought this Young Dolph trial was going to be a breeze, but the defense team poking more holes in Cornelius' story than a piece of Swiss cheese. Is y'all watching this? First day of the trial, I thought Cornelius was going to be a cakewalk. All this money, what I told y'all. Oh, man, he running them down play by play. Prosecution thought they had it in the bag. First day, I think it's even, okay? Prosecution, they did their little talk. They talked about, yeah, we got this, and that. We got so many references on what really happened, and y'all seen it before. Yada, 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 right? But the defense team, they got me questioning, was Cornelius there or not? He asked him something you was intoxicated when you was interviewing before. Listen, that's the defense job. Defense supposed to make it look like, is what they talking about truthful? And honestly, they poking holes in his story. Cornelius getting upset, which usually as a jury, you like, dang, if he getting upset, then maybe he lying. Because as soon as prosecution say something to him, all of a sudden he back up and yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, he all good in the hood, huh? First day, it's too early to tell anything, y'all. But listen, this gonna be a battle. Prosecution doing their job, good. As of now, everything is legit. Defense doing their job, good. Everything as to be expected. I like where this is going. Finally, we got a case where it's not no corruption going on. I feel like they're really gonna do a good job. We have dealt with this judge before, with the other guy that was a Cody or whatever you want to call it, and she basically keep it fair and level. So I'll let y'all know what happened tomorrow. What y'all think so far? I'm just the messenger. The prosecution in Young Dolph trial thought this win was going.
They are definitely going to tear that girlfriend apart. I cannot wait to see that, and I hope she doesn't mess up. They're going to tear her up because somebody lying about something. You know, honestly, I cannot believe she didn't know anything. Okay? I really don't believe that. Let's go to hear what she's talking about.
Big Juke was caught immediately after Young Dolph was unalived, y'all. We are on day one of the Young Dolph unaliving trial. This is the second actual trial, but this is the third person that is a suspect. So the first person is Cornelius Smith. He went ahead and admitted to everything that he did. Justin Johnson went to trial and was found guilty. Now, this is the mastermind behind it all, Hernandez Govan. So they are telling every single thing. We have had 3 witnesses so far. Dolph's sister got on first, basically just saying that the reason that Dolph was there was for the turkey drive and stuff like that. The second witness was Raw Hopkins, who had known Dolph for about 20 years, did security for Dolph, talked about the many attempts that had been made on Dolph's life, talked about his beef with CMG. They asked him what CMG stood for. He didn't know, but he only knew the only artist he knew from there was Yo Gotti. So he said he believed that beef started possibly because they were trying to sign Dolph, and Dolph didn't want to go their route, and he created his own label. So some diss songs came out, and the beef started. Now, the third witness is Cornelius Smith, and he is on that stand telling it all, how he met people, how he did it, and who helped him get away. Now, he said he met Hernandez Govan because he was buying pills, and originally he was getting the pills from Bobby Carter, a middleman, but he started shopping with Govan himself. And after he had shopped for quite a while, Govan asked him, like, hey, do you want to make some money? He said at this point of his life, he had just lost a child. He had 5 living kids. He had no job and he had a habit that he was trying to feed. So he was interested in making some money. He was presented with a list of people who had bounties on them from $5,000 to $100,000. And they were all on Young Dolph's record label, all of them. So Young Dolph, of course, was the $100,000 hit. So at this point, he's like, there's no way we're going to be able to get to Dolph. So now they're just out looking for any member of this record label. So then Govan tells him, like, hey, Paper Route Wu is at home right now, and gives him a weapon. Him and Bobby Carter go over there, but when they get there, Wu is already outside with a weapon. So a whole oot out happens, and the weapon that he got from Govan jammed. So now they are running for their life. So after this happened, Govan was all upset, saying, y'all messed it up, y'all ain't have on no mask, and he was really upset. So at that point, Bobby Carter said, I don't want nothing else to do with this stuff. Now, Cornelius did say when he got to Govan's house one day, he pulled up and Big Jook was there. He was introduced to Big Jook, but he really had no dealings with him. He didn't have a phone number for him. They never had any kind of conversations. And any conversation that he had about anything always came from Govan. Big Jook never said anything to him. Now, after the Paper Route Wu situation, that is when he met Justin Johnson, and Govan was the one who exchanged the numbers so that they could both have each other's numbers. At this point, they were on a mission. They were trying to find anybody. They really had Dolph out of their head because there's like no way they were going to find him. However, Justin Johnson got a call one morning with somebody saying they had Dolph's location. So he goes and pick up Cornelius, and they go look for Dolph. But when they get there, he is not there. So the actual day of Dolph's death, they were not even after Dolph. They were after anybody from their record label because they had basically gave up on him. Now, they did say that they were going to still continue to look because they knew because of the turkey drive, he was somewhere in the area. Y'all, this is the first part of trial for today. It's going to start back soon. Lunch is going on right now, and I'll bring y'all more updates. Big Jook was caught in.
So, you know, like I always say, guys, we're going to see the rest of hers too in a second. But like I always say, it's a damn shame how our Black brothers and some sisters too do not value life enough. Okay? Other people's life enough. And clearly not their own either. Because you know when you do things like that, there's a strong possibility that you are going to get caught or retaliation. Okay, and then $100,000 bounty, and on top of that, they didn't even get the money. That's crazy as hell, stupid. Just like that attorney said, I think that was the attorney who said that. Desperate people. All right, that's why they were hired. Because the thing is, this is plain crazy. I mean, why would you? Once you are unalive a person who is helping the community, doing turkey drives and all the other stuff that Young Dolph did. Why? Because somebody is jealous? Because he started his own label and he did not want to be on the other person's label? That's crazy. Tell you, as Black people, we definitely have to do better. I said it all the time. Let me go to part 2 of hers because she is telling it pretty good. The other guy is too, he's just more dramatic. You know what I'm saying? He's a hot mess, but I do like the way he covered it. Let me see if she got part 2. She should have part 2 up here. Let's see. This is part 2 right here. Okay, let's get it.
Big Jook name was said more than the people on trial right now. So Cornelius Smith, who is going to be the big witness for this case, he's actually one of the guys who unalived Dolph, finished his testimony today.
And me and Elder was out right. And I lost X pills, so I went to the courthouse to get the X pills on him. And Juke was over there. And when I walked in, there was one quick told Juke, this little seat right here, and mine was, Juke was like, he don't know. First, he said, take all the phones outside. He ain't say my phone, you can't quit phone. I passed my phone to make it feel comfortable. So took the phone outside and Juke was like, he don't know how to get them. He does. And okay, like exactly when it was, but that's what he said.
Now, they went through 3 witnesses, so they're moving pretty fast. This trial could be over by the end of this week. Now, when he got up there, he had said a lot of stuff, basically putting everything on Hernandez Govan, that he was the one that planned it. Big Jook was there one time, but Big Jook really didn't say anything, didn't have anything to do with it. And only thing that he heard Big Jook say was for people to leave their phones outside. And he said he was doing that because people in the streets were saying that Govan was working for the feds. Now, on the flip side, when the defense got up there, I'm not gonna hold you, but the defense actually did a pretty good job.
They did.
They did.
Aurora
So when they
did
got
a
up
good
there,
job.
they proved that Mr. Cornelius Smith had been doing a lot of lying on that stand. Cornelius Smith was on a recording saying that Big Jook was the one that told him that it was hits on everybody
Williams,
from Paper Route, and was telling him the amounts of money that was on each person's head. Now he is saying that Jook didn't say anything about it. Also, Jook was the person, or somebody from CMG was paying for his attorney. Like, they were paying for it. They had to reach out to Jook's attorney, and when they paid for it, they paid in cash because they didn't want that coming back to them. Well, the lawyer that Cornelius Smith had at that time ended up leaving. He didn't want anything to do with it. So after he left, he retained a different lawyer. And when he got that different lawyer, somebody came and paid for that lawyer in cash as well. So basically what the defense was doing is trying to show that Mr. Govan had less of a reason to want young Dolph dead than Big Jook or somebody from CMG. He was basically saying it was somebody from that camp that was behind young Dolph's death, and that Govan had no reason to want to do any of that. And if he was the police and people really thought he was the police, why would you be taking hits from somebody that you think is working for the feds? Like, none of it makes sense. He basically called this man a liar while he was on the stand, said that you said this right here, now saying that you said that your girlfriend went with you to get this car covered, but as an investigator, I would have went to that store and looked at camera footage, and now you're saying that your girlfriend didn't know anything about it, she didn't know what was going on. He caught him up in a lot of lies. I will say that. So he made him seem like not that credible. He also noted that they had a letter that he wrote where he was trying to do this to testify so that he could get less time on his sentencing. So I thought he had went ahead and said he was guilty. He still has not pled guilty. He is just testifying on everybody so that he does not get life in jail. Y'all, his testimony is over, but tomorrow it will start off with his girlfriend to take the stand, and she has also given different stories to different people. As soon as I have more information, I will let you all know. Big Jook name was said more than the people on trial right now. So Cornelius Smith, who is going to...
His name was said a lot of times. Y'all heard me say his name a lot of times. And also, you heard that attorney said that Smith gave different accounts of things. All right? And they don't believe that his girlfriend didn't know anything. So like I said, tomorrow, I can't wait to see what's going to happen, and I'm definitely going to recap it for you guys, because that's a hot ass mess. This whole trial is. But I tell you what, Smith is definitely telling, snitching as y'all call it, and he's trying to get lesser time, And right now, Hernandez, they're claiming, Smith is claiming that he did a lot, Once we hear more testimony and stuff like that, I'll really make my ultimate decision if I believe, what Cornelius is saying about Hernandez, or if I believe, that Hernandez did not have anything to do with it. Right now, I'm leaning toward the fact that he did have something to do with it. I'm just be perfectly honest, things just don't really add up 100% for me. So I'll be letting you guys know what happens on day 2 of this young Dolph trial, Hernandez Govan, or Govan trial. I'll let you guys know, what happens on tomorrow night's live. Again, rest in peace for Dolph, and my condolences are expressed out to his kids, his girlfriend, his other family members, and his friends and fans. All right. So let's go ahead and move on, guys, to the next story. What do y'all got to say in the chat about that? And hey to everybody in the chat, too, just in case I didn't, and everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. Okay? So let's go on to this next video. The next story. It's about Let me take, hold on for a minute. I'm gonna take young Dolph off. Okay, it's about the white man who shoots a disabled vet over a stolen Valor. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that next. And I gotta change my battery real quick, you guys. You know what I got to do. So let's take this bitty news down. Okay, let's see. Hold on one second, guys. I just want to put this up in. I got to spell everything correctly. All right, so they do have a video of this that I do have, but it's too intense. I was trying to figure out if they have one that is not so intense on TikTok. So let's see if I can find that. Let me find the story for you guys so we can go over it. Let me take the Dolph thing off here real quick. Still putting Dolph. I hate that he got out alive, you guys. I really, truly do. Yeah. Out of all these people who have got out alive, these rappers, I really, truly hate that he got out alive. And I wish he would have, went to that cookie shop or anything. Especially since he had, they was trying to get him before. I don't know why people don't take heed to warnings. I just really don't. Gosh. I don't know why people don't take heed to warnings. I just don't understand that. If you know somebody is trying to unalive you, you cannot be in those same locations. You cannot be telling people where you're at. I wish you would have had somebody go to, Makita's for him. He shouldn't even been there. Damn. I knew they followed him though. I really knew that. And somebody was saying that if you go take a look at the video when he got unalive, that you would see the white car. And I think I remember seeing that. I don't want to go watch that video again though. But I think I remember, that when we was looking at the video over and over and over again. It's a damn shame. Again, we got to start valuing our lives and other people's lives. For real, because it doesn't even make really any sense. Unaliving somebody for $100,000 and then you don't even get none of the money that they promise you. Come on, that's crazy. Now let's see where we got this story. I don't even see the story. Man, did you send me the story? Okay, let me see. I think this is it right here. So this is the story right here. So he claims, okay, listen. So this happened in Seattle waterfront, okay? And the person who did this shooting pleads not guilty, okay? He pleaded not guilty, okay? Let me put my music on in the background. I got it. Thank you, Jermaine. You know, I'll be in the Twilight Zone sometime when I be up here. Looking right at the stuff and be asking where is it. Anyway, okay, so this dude, let me see if I can find this story on here first. Hold on, let me see something. Because I refuse to believe they don't have this up on here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't see many stories about it at all. Let's see. So let's see what she's talking about first. Let me mute this music. She's probably talking about the fact that he pleaded not guilty or whatever the case is. Let's see what she's talking about first before I tell you the story. Damn it, come on.
Okay, earlier today I made a video of a homeless veteran in a wheelchair.
It was homeless too.
The BLK man got pew-pewed by this deranged person that follows the leader we have. Okay? Well, what didn't happen is he did not pass away. What did happen is everything I said before. So I want to make sure I'm being transparent and giving out the correct information. So this is an update from that video. But no, he didn't pass away. But yes, he was pew-pewed by this deranged person. And still, everything I said beforehand sticks. We all still got to be careful. And I am so happy that the man is still alive.
Okay, so he's alive, so good. Okay, so anyway, let's close on because I thought she was going to really go over the story. So let me just tell you guys. Anyway, Gregory Tim, 32, is accused of shooting Harold Powell Sr. while he was in a wheelchair during an altercation on July the 31st. Now, the police said that Gregory Tim, 32, initiated the conflict with Harold, but the suspect's lawyer said he was defending himself after Harold pulled out a airsoft gun. Now, they do have a video, like I said before. The video is very, very graphic, so I doubt I can play it. But I will look on TikTok to see if they have it blurred out or something. I can show it. Anyway, the video does appear to show the moment Tim pulled out a gun and shot Harold on Alaskan Way. And it was shown all throughout social media, okay? Tim remained at the scene after the shooting, and he was taken into custody. Tim is charged with felony assault. Anyway, Powell Sr., 68, said he served 14 years in the U.S. Navy submarine service and was performing as a street entertainer when he was approached by Tim. He said, "I was getting ready to leave, and a gentleman walked up to me and said, 'How long are you going to be here?' He said, 'I'm wrapping up.' And then he said, 'Why?' He said, 'Cause you are a fake veteran.' And then Powell started laughing. He said, 'No, I am a veteran, man.'" Okay? And we need to look up that interview on this channel just so we can see him say it himself. Let's see, Harold Powell Sr. Let's see, interview. So then Harold said he tried to retrieve identification from his bag to prove his service, but the situation turned physical. So this dude probably just thought he was going to take a weapon and once again jumping the gun. Jumping the GUN. Sorry, YouTube. He said he was going to get his ID to show him, and I don't really feel like he had to prove any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he had to prove anything. He said he grabbed my belongings, Powell said. Police said Tim ripped a military patch from Harold's item. So Harold said, "I had a knife. I took my knife out." Witness told police that when Tim did not back away, Harold displayed a airsoft gun that was holstered. And then Tim then pulled a firearm from his backpack and shot Harold in the chest. He said, "I've been shot point blank with a 45. I am DEAD," Harold said, recalling his thoughts. After spending more than a week in the hospital, Harold has returned home and is focusing on his recovery rather than the violence. He said, "I'm living. Keep on living if you are living. I'm just grateful. I am just grateful I am here." Now, the suspect has a prior conviction in Florida for a politically charged attack in 2021. He pleaded guilty to criminal mischief after driving his van into a tent of Trump supporters in Jacksonville. No one was injured, but the incident drew national attention. Including a response from then President Donald Trump, who warned on social media, "Be careful, tough guys, who you play with." Hold on. So Tim is expected to be in court again on September the 5th. And again, he has pleaded not guilty, you guys. He has pleaded not guilty. Let me see if I can find this interview. Does this sound right here? I mean, right here.
Mom embarrassed the shit out of me. She said, "Okay, if you want to play basketball, you got to wear a helmet." Why the fuck?
No, this is not him. Okay, let's go ahead. I don't know why they don't be having information on stuff that you're looking for. So let me make sure I type his name right. Oh, let's see how else I can put this in here. So this is this it right here? No. Yeah, this is it right here. Why are they saying Trump America? Didn't they just said that he drove a van into one of Trump's thing and try to run over people? Isn't it what they just said? Let me see. On his background, let's see. Yeah, he drove his tent into some Trump supporters in Jacksonville. So how is he a Trump supporter if he tried to hit some Trump supporters back in 2021? Let's see, converted now into a Trump supporter. I don't know. So let's see. We can't be watching a video that's going to be showing too much. Okay, let's see. I don't know which one to show you guys. Hold on. Let's see if they're showing everything on here. Listen, they got music playing in the background. I hate when they do this. I mean, I guess it's from whatever's going on out there. But you can hear him saying, "Show me the ID." I don't understand why he felt like he had the what is the word I'm looking for? The authority to be asking this dude to show his ID. So, honestly, I don't blame this dude for taking something out because he doesn't know what this man is trying to do. I don't understand why he came over there asking him about his ID. Why does it matter to him? I don't understand that. Let me see what else they got this music playing in the background. Let me turn my music on. Let's see what y'all said in the comment section. Yeah, he was homeless. It sure is. You know what, honestly, our country does not do right, because the thing is this right here. Anybody who served in the military, on everything. If they did 4 years and above, I'm gonna tell you straight up, they should never be in a position where they should have to be homeless. They should be automatically helped out. All right, point blank. I don't understand how somebody can be homeless who served in the military unless they have a dishonorable discharge. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go to, I want to play this when I hear music in the background and I know what's gonna happen. Let's see if they got it. We're gonna stop this because we know exactly what he get ready to do. We're gonna stop that because he got it out. This is crazy. He just shot this man in the damn wheelchair because
Show me your ID. Pull a fucking gun
wait a minute.
on me. Pull a fucking gun on me.
He didn't pull nothing on him. He went in there and got his identification. And then he pulled out, he had his little knife. That's crazy. But why are they saying he's MAGA? Because unless he converted over. Because in 2021, again, am I looking at the right person? His last name is Tim, right? Yeah, because the other guy's name Harold Powell. Okay. So Tim has a prior conviction, okay, in Florida for a politically charged attack in 2021. He even pled guilty to it. He drove his van into a tent of Trump supporters. Okay. So, and then Trump said, be careful, tough guys, who you play with. So at that time, he wasn't a Trump supporter. So what happened? Is he a Trump supporter now? Because I don't know if he is. He may just be nuts. I think he's just a damn nutcase. I don't think he's a Trump supporter because in 2021, he drove his van right through the Trump supporters. Nobody was injured, but he tried to do that. Okay, let's see what's going on right here. Let's see. We cannot show. I cannot play it anymore, but that man is singing. So why? I'm still not understanding how it's his business if this man was in the service or not. This man is disabled. He's in a wheelchair. Why would this man say he's acting in self-defense? All this man had to do is leave this other man alone in this wheelchair. Okay, because what was he expecting this man in the wheelchair to do? Roll up on him and run him down with his wheelchair and then, I guess, shoot him or stab him? I don't even know if this man had they say he had an airsoft GUN in the holster. Okay, but the other man, which his name is what, Tim? He could have just backed off, you guys. He could have backed off. Why even continue to talk to the dude in the wheelchair? Even if he wasn't a veteran or whatever. He is a veteran though. But what if he wasn't? How does that concern this dude? How? So let's see what this lady's talking about. This is that same lady, isn't it? Let's see what she said.
I'm assuming that just about everybody has seen the video of the 68-year-old Navy veteran who was shot over in Seattle. If you have not, feel free to go search that, but I don't want to share that video on my platform, but I do want to talk about it. So apparently, Harold Powell Sr. was playing the tambourine, as he does quite often,
singing.
And a man approached him and asked him how long he was going to be there for, and Harold responded he's getting ready to wrap up. The guy then proceeds to confront him about him being a fake veteran because he's got the hat, he's in a wheelchair that has a patch on it that's military insignia, the whole gambit. So the guy rips the patch off and Harold, the guy's name is Gregory Tim, by the way, in case you want to search him. Harold then rolls towards him, but he pulls out a knife. And then the guy starts digging in his bag, and then Harold pulls out or goes to pull out what is an airsoft gun. There's two sides to this that I can see. For one, he pulled out a knife initially before the gun even became anything. So therefore, Gregory Tim would have been in the right to be protecting himself. However, you're talking about against somebody who's in a wheelchair, just rolling towards them. Can you not run away? So, but
Hold on.
then
I want to stop her right here because, first of all, Tim should have never approached this man. That's the first thing. Okay. That's the first thing. Why was he over there approaching this man in the first place? The reason why the dude pulled out that arrow soft gun is because he thought his life was in jeopardy. All right, point blank. All right. And anyway, that is a type of replica of firearm designed to shoot plastic BBs. All right, plastic BBs. All right, typically 6 millimeter in diameter. It's for recreational purposes, like military simulation games or reenactments. So that's what he had in a holster. All right. But the thing about it is, like I just said, Tim should have never came over there to approach this dude in the first place. Why did it matter how long he would be there? That's the first thing. Why was he even bothering this dude? It's not his business if the dude was faking or not faking. It's not his business. All right? So ain't no self-defense there because he should have never even got himself in that position. You don't go up to someone and start messing with them. If they're telling you, answering your question and say, leave me alone, even if they don't say leave me alone, what authority or right do you have to go up to anybody and ask them, when are you leaving? Like you on that sidewalk. And then say you are a fake veteran. How did he know that? How? And then this man is disabled in a damn wheelchair. You know good and damn well, if you are disabled, you may have something with you just in case some weirdo decides to mess with you. You said the guy's a nutcase. This is crazy. He assaulted him by taking the insignia off his hat. He rips it off his hat. So, of course, you know, just by talking and being, he was all hyped up. He was all aggressive. So anybody would go in their bag or pocket or wherever to get something, just in case. This dude, Tim, did not have any right or authority to go over there and question him or to rip his little thing, his patch off, or any damn thing else. And for him to be trying to, well, they all plead not guilty, even when they're guilty. But I do hope a jury really look at this the way it should be looked at and find him guilty. I really do. I wish I was on the stand because he would definitely be guilty. That is a damn hot ass mess. Let's see what else she's saying.
and when Harold pulled or tried to pull the airsoft, how was he supposed to know that that was an airsoft? I would not have known. I know some people know their GUNs. I do not. But that essentially is what happened. So Gregory then shot Mr. Powell. And luckily he did survive. He survived, so that is the best thing. Now we got to go into the history of Gregory Tim because back in
2021,
in Jacksonville, Florida, he was arrested for like aggravated assault and for driving his vehicle into a Trump supporter like tent area. So I'm guessing there were just people kind of, I don't know, pre-gaming or something. He did get like public mischief, something along those lines. And I think that right there is probably a very important part about what he's done this time. Um, I have a feeling he should have not had that gun. Just that he shouldn't have had it. Clearly, he was spooked. He started a confrontation against somebody. I'm not sure what the court is going to say, but I am going to keep up on it. I'm assuming that just about
Okay.
everybody.
The thing about it is that I just told you guys what he was did. Let's see. Oh my God. He pled guilty to criminal mischief. Okay. Not aggravated assault, but criminal mischief. Okay. In 2021. This is according to K5 News. Okay. King 5 News. All right. So let's go ahead and move on and see what else other people are saying about this entire thing.
Everybody, did y'all see what happened in Seattle July the 31st, 2025? Let's get into it. Okay, so this thug
That's exactly what
named
he is.
Gregory William Tim, 32 years old, decided to steal property from a 60-year-old veteran named
68, right?
Harold James
68.
Powell. The thug said that he didn't believe that he was a veteran and he needed to see proof that he was a veteran, and rips a patch off of this man's property and says, "I need to see your ID." The man in the wheelchair, because now he feels threatened because this man has stole something off of his property and he's very aggressive. He's a thug. I would be fearing for my life as well. He done took something off of me, and now you demand because you're privileged for ID. You're not even a police officer, and you pull a pew pew and say it's self-defense. How? You were the aggressor in this. You had your little book bag that was carrying your little pew pew, and you just wanted to pick on somebody that day. That's clearly what this was. And you decided to pick on somebody that you knew would not be able to make a threat towards you, and you would be able to handle them. You weren't going to do it with somebody that could walk around and was young as you. You chose a veteran, an elderly man that is disabled, to steal from him and then pew pew him in his chest. And nerve to say you feared for your life. Where did you fear, sir? Because in the video, you was just standing there yelling at him and digging in your book bag for your pew pew. So where did you fear for your life? I thought when people feared, the people that was running away from you because you were using the pew pew, they were running, but your butt wasn't running. People tend to run when they fear. You was not in fear. So you don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. Unbelievable. I hope he get everything that he deserves.
He will.
I hope he gets some prison time.
Okay, we're gonna stop her real quick because again, I'm not saying no pew pew. I think it sounds weird. I'm gonna say GUN. You know what I'm talking about. All right. The thing is this right here, man, the elderly man is 68, almost 70 years old. This damn idiot. Okay, because I don't know if he's a thug, but he's a damn crazy psychotic idiot. All right. I don't know where he thinks he gets the authority and the right to be asking anyone why they are somewhere in, are you really a veteran and things like this. He does not have that authority. And to go over there and snatch some off somebody is just basically ridiculous. The way the man was screaming and talking, like I said, he probably made this guy, Harold, afraid. Okay? Because if somebody was screaming at you, talking to you like that aggressively, you would be thinking that I'm going to do something. All right, do something to you. So therefore, whatever you have, you are going to basically probably get it. Okay, because again, what made him come over there and start questioning this dude in the first place? Why was he worried about when he was leaving if he's actually was in the military or anything else. Why was he concerned about all of that? All right, so in my opinion, I feel like Harold went in his bag because he felt fear for his life. For real. This lunatic, and the reason why I say he's not a thug is he's a fucking crazy psychopath. Okay, he's a lunatic. This is the same dude who tried to run down people at a Trump supporters rally or whatever it was. People are saying he's a Trump supporter, but I'm like trying to figure out how if he was trying to run into these people. I just think the man is absolutely nuts. I really do. Did you watch the video? He's screaming to basically in an aggressive tone, talking to this damn man. The man is in the damn wheelchair. Looks like he's definitely disabled. What do you expect him to do if some lunatic walks up to him asking stupid ass questions? Listen, he had an airsoft GUN. Okay, that's a replica. Okay, that's what that is. It shoots out little BBs. Okay, he better be glad he didn't have something for real, because that's all that is. That's what he had. It was in the holster. He hadn't even taken it out. This man was looking for someone that he can easily conquer. Okay, and he was looking for someone of color to shoot. All right, I don't know why y'all just don't look at what it is with his crazy ass. He felt like he had the privilege and the right to walk up to this guy and demand he tell him when he's leaving, is he a real veteran? I want to see ID. The dude went in his bag, and nobody has mentioned this, to get his ID. That's what he did first. I think they say he did that first. Let me look at the thing and see. My God, these ads are so annoying. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so yeah, hold on. He said he was getting ready to leave, and this man is still talking polite. And a gentleman walked up to me and said, "How long are you going to be here?" Okay, so Harold said, "I'm wrapping up." And then Harold said, "Why?" And then Mr. Crazy Ass Man said, "Because you are a fake veteran." And then Harold started laughing and said, "No, I'm a veteran, man." Okay, that's what Harold said in the interview on Thursday with King 5, the same news people that I'm reading from right now. Harold said he tried to get his identification from his bag to prove to the man that he was in the service. But then the situation turned violent. So you guys are wrong. He did not go in his bag to get anything, no holster, replica, GUN. He went in his bag. He didn't do that first. The first thing he went in his bag to get is his identification card. All right. When he did that, he said the situation turned physical. The dude then, Mr. Crazy Man then grabbed his belongings. That's when Mr. Crazy Man ripped a military patch from Powell's items. So then Powell said he had a knife and he took it out, which he had all the right in the world to, because this psycho, deranged lunatic came over there and was doing the most. Okay, if anybody would have feared for their life, it should have been, and it probably was, Harold. Tim did not fear for a damn thing. He was out there being aggressive, talking, mean, demanding certain things, all types of shit. All right? So, anyway, witness told police that when Tim did not back away, psycho, Powell then showed, what display mean? He showed a holster airsoft GUN. And so Mr. Crazy Man pulled out his firearm from his backpack and shot Powell in the chest. The thing about it, when Harold showed his thing, of course, he probably thought it was a real GUN. But at the same time, if he wasn't there messing with this dude, he wouldn't have had to worry about anything. So I'm just assuming that Harold showed that because he was trying to let him know, do not come closer. Don't just leave me alone. Instead of Mr. Crazy delusional man, a psychotic man, instead of him turning around just leave me, he then stands there still and pulls out his GUN and just starts shooting the dude in the chest. A disabled dude that he started messing with first. All right. Mind you, Harold did not mess with Tim. Tim was messing with Harold. He made Harold feel fear for his life. That's why he took out the knife. See, Harold went in his book bag and took out his identification to show Crazy Man Tim. But Tim wanted to act like the ass that he is and get all crazy. So Harold just displayed his holster. It was in the holster, airsoft GUN. And Mr. Psycho Man, Tim, probably thought that it was an actual GUN. It's a replica. It has fake, those BBs in it. He probably thought it was a real GUN, and he took out his GUN and just started firing. See, Tim should have just turned around and just left the man alone. Because the reason why he was probably showing his holster thing is just to intimidate him, to show him I got something and I want you to leave me alone and go. But no, Tim didn't do that. He just kept on. You said he preys on people who can't defend himself. He's a thug. I don't give a damn what he is. I just know he was wrong. All right? He was wrong. It doesn't matter if he's a thug, if he's crazy, and all this other shit. I mean, it will matter. It does matter if he was crazy, but it doesn't matter if he's a thug or whatever. The thing is, he should have turned his stupid ass around and left. All right? Because I don't understand why he felt like he had the authority in the first place to be questioning this dude about any damn thing. He is not the police. He is not the owner of that sidewalk where this dude was singing at. And he should have never been messing with this dude. If he wanted to be nosy, he could have said, man, what time you leaving? And left it at that. Oh, you was in the military? Okay, just left it at that. But no, he wanted to fight. That's why he was so aggressive. That's why he was so loud and ghetto. All right? He wanted a fight. I wish I could show y'all a whole video, but I can't. But he wanted a fight. You guys go check it out. He wanted a fight. And you know what? When he goes to trial and all that stuff, I hope that they find his ass guilty, because the thing is, we need to stop this type of behavior from happening. All right. I don't understand why certain people think they have the authority to question any damn body that's not doing anything to them. Period. I don't understand that. Why they think they have the authority and why they think that they deserve to be replied to. Harold didn't even have to answer him if he didn't want to at all. I think he did something, leave me alone, man. And it sounds like Harold was being nice because he was laughing. So, Mr. Crazy Man, you did not do the right thing. First of all, you don't need to be asking no damn body shit unless they are on your property or you know them. You didn't know this man. You are a coward for shooting this disabled man. You're a coward, dude. You are a coward. You're not a man. You are a little child that can't control his damn temper, can't control his actions or anything else. Your ass needs to be incarcerated for a long time. You could have unalived this man. 68 years old. Your ass is 30-some years old. Dude, you need your ass kicked. And that's on everything. All right, for real, for real. Goodness, you should have left when this man was telling you what he was doing. Just leave it at that. When he showed his airsoft GUN, you should have left if you thought that was real. Instead of taking out your GUN, trying to be captain, I don't know, when you started the whole entire thing in the first place. I am so sick of some of y'all acting like you got the privilege to do certain things. I hope they throw the book at your ass all the way. Yeah, I really do. And I hope this man, this crazy ass psychopath, serves some good time incarcerated. I'm glad that Harold is okay. I hope he can finish making a full recovery. And in the future, Harold, just don't even respond to these idiots. When they ask you a question, just don't even answer the ask. And I don't think he did anything wrong, because I feel like his life was put in jeopardy when Tim just kept on messing with him. And that's on everything. And there were kids out there. So he was not only, a threat to Harold, he was a threat to all the kids and other people that were out there. He has no regard for life, kids' lives, or anybody else's. This man needs to be in the damn cage, locked away. That's where he needs to be. That's why I think laws should be tougher. His ass need to be locked in a cage and the key thrown away. Like I said, I'm glad Harold, 68, is okay. Harold Powell, Sr., 68, is okay. He served 14 years in the U.S. Navy submarine service. He was performing as a street entertainer. I don't know if he's homeless or whatever the case is, or what some people are saying, because they say he was performing, so I don't know for sure. And he is at home with his family right now, recuperating, so my prayers are extended out to him and his family, and I'm glad he did not get out alive, point blank. But in the future, Harold, just like these, don't even answer these weird ass people, all right? Because some of these people are crazy, racist. I don't know if this dude is racist or not, but I know he ain't rap too tight. This is the same dude who drove through the damn crowd of Trump supporters. I mean, if you don't like Trump, that doesn't mean you go out and try to unalive people. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and ridiculous, point blank. So let's see if we found anything else on him, and then that's going to be it for y'all. Gregory Tim. I wanted anybody to look him up. Look at his crazy ass. He was not hardly scared. Everybody was running. He's standing there looking crazy as hell. So let's see if he spoke out.
The military veteran shot here on the Seattle waterfront told us he just feels lucky to be alive. Witness video shows the suspect, Gregory Tim, rip a patch off Harold Powell Sr. Powell pulls out a knife and rolls towards Tim in his motorized wheelchair. Powell then reaches into his pocket.
We got to stop there because he's going to take this damn GU, and I see. So he rolled toward him like, that's because this man was messing with him with his crazy. And look at him. He looked like something's wrong with him. And all these people are around just watching. Psycho. He wanted something to happen. He wanted something.
Backpack and shoots Powell.
You cannot watch that. Let's see.
What led up to the shooting? Powell says he was here on the waterfront like he often is, playing the tambourine, when that man confronted him.
I was getting ready to leave, and a gentleman walked up to me. He says, "How long are you gonna be here?" I said, I'm wrapping up. I said, "Why?" He says, "Because you're a fake veteran." I said, "Oh no, I'm a veteran, man."
The shooter's in jail. He's charged with assault.
As he should be.
The military veteran.
As he should be, and I hope, because this happened on the 31st, I hope he's not out on bond. I hope he's not. Somebody says a veteran. I don't know who keeps empowering these weirdos to inquire about someone's veteran status. It's no one's right or responsibility to check a veteran status unless you work for the VA or DOD. Somebody said just assault, no, you know what, weapon charges, no attempted charges, just assault, okay? He should have been charged with attempted, MURDER, period. Not just assault, shit, because he shot the dude. Somebody said, welcome to Washington. Somebody said minorities need to stop serving a disrespectful, biased nation. No respect for elders, fake patriots that never serve like their leaders in DC. Dog whistle racism. Somebody said in Washington, first-degree assaults has heavy sentencing. We are talking upwards of 12 years of prison. He needs to be in prison. Okay? Somebody said he would watch the facts closely. At most will be issued harassment and minor theft charges. The man in the wheelchair approached after the theft with a KNIFE and then pulled out a fake GUN. The thing is this right here. He should have never touched him. All right. The man was showing him his ID. The dude started getting crazy. Okay. When he started getting crazy, the dude went in his wheelchair, pulled out a knife, and started rolling toward him. Okay. And then the other dude was doing whatever he did, and then the other dude showed his his fake, his replica, GUN. I guess to show the dude to back off, but they didn't do when his back and pulled his GUN. Okay. Somebody said the wheelchair vet was attacked. He had every right to defend himself. The aggressor can't flip the script. They claim self-defense. And I say the same thing. That's crazy. Somebody said with all the removal of African-American military personnel from American history, I have to think this is racially motivated. I really do too. I think it's racially motivated. To be perfectly honest about that. So let's see. They said, how does this dude even get a chance at bail? Makes absolutely no sense. But yet they won't give Diddy bail, huh? Somebody said, yeah, clearly you're not privy to Washington state law. So you have to be in fear of your life in order to use your firearm. It says that clear as day in the law. And I don't know about you, but as a fire, I'm not scared by a guy who can't come more than 2 miles an hour my way in a motorized wheelchair. Right. You can run out the damn way before he even get into his thing to pull out the holster. Okay? Shut the hell up, okay? Please. All right, so anyway, like I said, the dude did not have any reason to be talking to him in the first place. All right, he should have never came over there and talked to him, asked him a damn thing. That's not his business or anything. That's not his business. Okay? It's not his business. And the dude tried to show him his identification. Tim got all hyped up even more so. All right. And so, I don't know what Tim did after that. Then Harold rolled up on his, took out his knife and rolled up on his little wheelchair. Honestly, Tim could have ran and left then. He didn't have to stay there arguing and trying to fight a damn man in a damn wheelchair. A man that can be his damn dad. That's crazy, man. I cannot even, it's weird. It's very strange. And I hope justice is served 100% correct on this dude. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that entire situation. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to give y'all some breaking news. My prayers are with Harold and his family as well. And hopefully he makes a full recovery. And I'm glad that he's still with the living. Okay? All right. So let me stop sharing this real quick. Okay, let me change this. What time is it? Okay, we got about another, we've been on here 2 hours and 33 minutes. That trial was, reading that stuff was long. All right, so, okay, so I can do up until 12:30, okay? So let me hurry and get through this next stuff so I can make sure I do the viral videos. So let me give y'all just a few breaking news stories, and that would be it. I can never tell y'all everything I got because the time go by so dang on quick when you on this video, man. It goes by very quick. And I said tonight I'm going to bed on time, so I'm definitely going to get up at by 12:30. All right, and then I gotta go take a shower, and then I'm going to go to bed. Okay, so let me tell y'all a couple of breaking news articles right quick. Okay, let me get off this real quick. Thank you, Jermaine, for that story as well. Okay, y'all, Jermaine is the best mod here on YouTube, for real, for real. I hear people saying it all the time, but my mod is the best mod for real. Not only does he do these backgrounds, my thumbnails, he also helps me find the information because I be at work all the time. He gets the viral videos for me. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure that they are good to show. He donates to the channel. He buys them, what you call those things? What do you call those things? The gift memberships. He donates with super stickers, super chats, all types of stuff. And he helps me with the channel. And he keeps me, he reminds me not to be going too in on that dude and stuff like that. So he's a good friend. So again, he is the best mod here on YouTube, hands down. Like I said, I hear a lot of people talking about that shit, but I don't see some of these people be saying this. I don't see smack that they mods be doing. Let's keep it real. Spying on people, I see that. That's about it. But he's one of the best. It's another mod that does pretty good too, but that's on somebody else's channel. But as far as I know, he is the best mod here on YouTube. What the mod does all this stuff for real. He even did the music too. I mean, I did one, but he did the other ones. The background music, the intro, the outro, all of that. That's good. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you so much. All right. So let's go ahead and do this breaking news real quick. Did I put it up there? I did. All right. So let me see what I got. Let's see what I got now. Hey. Listen to this foolishness. A 3-year-old girl and a dog were found unalive in a car. The child's mother claims she fell into a river at the time of the tragedy. I'm going to tell you straight up, some of these people do not need kids, man. I mean, I don't understand this, all these kids being unalive recently. This is the mother right here. I would say something, but I'm not going to do that, okay? Okay, so anyway, let's see here. So this woman, oh my gosh, she got my last name. The woman has been charged with manslaughter after her 3-year-old daughter and a dog were found unalive in a locked vehicle. Kelly Brown, 40, allegedly claimed to have fallen into a river in Maine on her way to take out trash when the tragedy happened. The bail has been set at $50,000. Now, how did she fall in the river when she was taking out trash? Anyway, I don't know how you say this. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office initially discovered the car of 40-year-old Pennsylvania resident Kelly Brown outside a local business in Milford, Maine on the evening of August the 9th. Inside the car, the police officers discovered the young girl unalive, and they later located the mother nearby. The dog was in there unalive as well. Anyway, after calling in help, MSP arrested Brown, and she was booked at the I forgot how you pronounce it, OBSCOT County Jail around 5 a.m. local time the following morning. Now, she had her little appearance at the Judicial Center August 11th. Brown was formally charged with manslaughter. So anyway, according to an affidavit and court documents obtained by CBS affiliate WABI, NBC affiliate WCHS, and Boston.com, Brown told police that she left her daughter in the car while she was picking up trash in the area, but she fell into the river and was swept away. First of all, why in the heck are you outside picking up trash and shit? You're lady, you are lying. Okay? You are lying. A spokesperson for the MSP did not immediately respond to people's request for confirmation on Sunday, August the 17th. Attorney information for Brown was not immediately available. Now, according to court records obtained by WABI, police assert that Brown left her child and a small dog inside the parked car in a Milford Fisheries parking lot around 2 a.m. local time on August the 9th. She briefly returned to the vehicle around 6 a.m., but apparently did not come back again until police and EMS arrived 14 hours later. What the hell? Okay. Hold on. This woman She left her child in the car at 2 a.m. in the dog. Then she came back at 6 a.m. But then she did not come back again until 14 hours later. So she had her daughter in there and a 13-year-old family dog, Penelope, left Pennsylvania on July the 30th for an annual trip to see family in Maine. According to Boston.com, Brown's mother claimed she had been hallucinating and posting disturbing videos on Facebook since late July. Psycho. The mother, the daughter, and their pet had been camping alongside rest stops on their way back to their family camp. Brown told police that she wanted to teach Fiona about keeping nature clean. Brown said her daughter and the dog were alive when she last left them in the car. She claimed that she then slipped and fell into a river and was fighting to stay above water. This lady is lying. Damn. So she wanted to teach her daughter about keeping nature clean. Okay. Police found the child's body resting face down on the driver's side seat, very close to the driver's side door, while the dog's head was resting on her foot. That's sad. Brown's family later reported her to police, stating that she had been acting odd and claiming she had been seeing spirits. The thing about it, if they thought something was wrong with her, why did they allow her to still have her daughter and the dog? Anyway, the affidavit obtained by Boston.com alleges that Brown began to scream when she learned of the unaliving of her daughter and dog. While Brown, who was covered in scratches and bruises, told police that she fell into the river. Y'all know she lied, right? Surveillance footage allegedly contradicted her claims. And this is according to WABI and WCHS, and her clothes were not wet by the time she returned to the car. Kelly Brown's alternative explanation for abandoning her dog and her daughter and dog in the locked closed car on a hot August day contradicts the surveillance video in observation of the law enforcement officers when she appeared on the scene and was later interviewed. Anyway, she has been placed a judge placed Brown bail at $50,000. Police said they found no other signs of the possible cause of for the child beyond heat exposure. So they did, the chief medical examiner determined the most probable cause of unaliving was the result of being left in the car for hours on end. Anyway, attorneys and the judge agreed to meet again on September 26th. According to WCHS, Brown's case will then go in front of a grand jury. As it should, she ought to be ashamed of herself with her stupid ass. All right, she left her child and dog in that car. And I don't know where she went. But I know one damn thing. Some of these people do not need kids on everything. So somebody said she is the worst parent that calls herself a mother because her story doesn't make sense. It sure does. This lady is lying. Okay, they already seen the surveillance video. They know she's lying. Okay, she's lying about the whole thing. She left that kid in there, and she also left the dog there too. All right. I don't know where she went. Maybe she went to hook up with some man. That's what they usually do. But I know one damn thing is a damn shame, and I hope that justice be served on her ass 1,000%. Anytime you take a child's life, or you are responsible poor child's life ending. You know what I'm about to say. I think that you should definitely pay for it in the most, the most hurtful manner. I mean, the most hurtful way. I think you should, because most children are innocent. And the reason why I say most, because children, they still be a child until they get basically 18 or 21. I just don't understand why people hurt kids. Anyway, my prayers are with her family, her family, the kid. That's what I'm talking about. And my condolences are expressed out to her family. And blessings for the little doggy too. That's a daggone shame. The dog was resting his little face on the little girl's foot, I think. That's sad. Somebody said she should have the immediate, penalty. I said the same thing. I just tried not to say it tonight. She needs to get that. Right. Somebody said it's so very, very sad. You never leave a 3-year-old child in a car or a dog. She did that on purpose. This lady was gone. First she left. She left them in the car at 2 a.m. She came back at 6. Then she left again for 14 hours. So where was she at? With some man doing DRUGS? I don't know. And her mom or whoever said that she was hallucinating, seeing things and things like that. The woman probably was on drugs. Let's keep it real. It's crazy. Somebody said every day we read about the murder of another child under the age of 5. It has become an epidemic in this country. Every one of them should be jailed for the rest of their lives. I said the same thing. It doesn't make any sense. Crazy ass people. All right, let's hurry up. We got about 5 more minutes to do this. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. So y'all, did y'all hear about China? A China firm's plans. Okay, a China firm plans world's first pregnancy humanoid robot using a artificial womb. Let me tell you something. These people are doing too much, okay, with these damn robots. All right? I mean, what is the purpose of this? So they're bringing this out in 2026 and expected to sell for under 100,000 yen, and that's 13,900 in our money. So the robot aims to offer a pregnancy alternative for those who wish to avoid the burdens of human gestation. These people are crazy as hell. That's crazy. I mean, why would you need a robot to carry your baby? Because you don't want to. So what are they going to do? Take the thing out, take the embryo out of you and plant it into the robot? Oh, this is weird as hell, y'all. Let me see what they're saying. They're making breedy robots, okay? A gas station robot. It's going to have an artificial womb embedded in its abdomen, intended to carry a fetus through 10 months of gestation and then deliver a baby. This is crazy, man. They said this is going to be a life-size humanoid equipped with an artificial womb in its abdomen. And it's going to be capable of replicating the entire processes from conception to delivery. $13,000, you guys. So if you want to impersonate a robot, let me show you what it's like. You better get your 13,000 ready. See? People have lost their damn mind, y'all. They just doing too much. I bet you it's gonna be a disaster somewhere. You cannot replicate what God does. I keep on telling people that. You can replicate, you can try. But the thing is, it's always something go wrong with it. So let's see here. So self-proclaimed medium and psychic Sylvia Brown has gone viral after some of her shockingly bad predictions resurfaced online. So she passed on in 2013 at 77, but her impact and many incorrect predictions are still debated to this day. So what did she say? Let's see. She did say in 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness was spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Was she talking about CV-19? Because that happened then. All right. What else did she say? Let's see what else. What else she said. Let's see. So she may have been right about that little thing. A lot of her other stuff, man, she was wrong. Look at this. Back in 2000 and sometime, let's see, hold on. In 1997, Brown told the parents of a missing 11-year-old boy that their son was unalive after being kidnapped by a dark-skinned man who had dreadlocks. Come to find out, this victim was later found alive in 2007 in the apartment of a white man with short hair. They love to say black, don't they? It's crazy. And she just, wasn't, I don't want to say she was a fraud, but she wasn't right about a lot of predictions, and that's crazy. So anyway, another news story is that Diddy's daughters, Jessie and Delilah, were kicked off a roller coaster. And that's because they had their damn cell phones. Good and daggone well, you cannot have a cell phone on a ride. Because if it falls, it can injure someone. Or it can mess up the ride and cause, some catastrophic things to happen. So they should have got booted off the roller coaster if they cannot follow directions, period. All right. You said she was a fraud. I said it. The thing is, these people be talking about they can tell you about what's going to happen, but they can't tell you real stuff, like what the damn lottery tickets will say, just something beneficial. They can't never tell you anything like that. Okay, we're going to do one more story. That's going to be it with breaking news. What time is it? Yeah, let me hurry up. Yeah. I think I'm going to be it for night with this breaking news, you guys. Because a lot of these things I got right here is a lot. So that will be it for the breaking news today for tonight. And we're going to go ahead and do these viral videos real quick, and that's going to be it, okay? All right. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. I do not remember what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the viral videos reaction real quick. And let's leak this music. Okay, so let me see what Jermaine got. Jermaine, it better be on my TikTok right here too. It better be some good videos, Jermaine. What the hell? So we already seen that. I don't know what you did with these videos. So where did you send those videos from? What did I do this video? Okay. I did that a long time ago. I wonder why that was on it. Okay, so let's see where you put this video at, because I don't see it on you. It's not there. Jermaine, did you send me any viral videos or not? Let's see if it's over here. I don't see no. I think you forgot to send them, huh? You said what? Because I don't see no video sent. Okay, you come out the file. Okay, let me think of something to show. Because you did not send the video because I don't see it on my WhatsApp. Let's see if it's on the other one. Okay, let's see. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see it. So let me pick some videos. I don't know what I'm going to show because I don't see. You said you sent them to both TikToks? Okay. It ain't sent on that TikTok, though. Let's look on my actual TikTok real quick. Let me make sure I turn the volume down. And let me hurry up, too. Okay. All right, y'all be able to get excited. I hate when people send me stuff because I be looking at videos. Okay, let me go ahead and look at this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see what you got going on here, Mr. Man. Oh, let's see. Tesla slide. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, let's see what happened on here. You got this Tesla. All right, let's see. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, so Tesla. I do not like those Cybertruck. Not cute. We're gonna see this in a minute. And just so y'all know, Country Wayne did do another video, but we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. Okay, let's look at this real quick. I think this is it. What's the hidden feature? Oh shit! What? Y'all are stupid. Look at this. Is stupid as shit. Now the GPS only directs him to the dealership or his bank. I know that's right. That's funny as shit. That's crazy, y'all. Y'all, man, you crazy. Y'all, man, I'm gonna get you. All right. Well, let's see. They said on this one, when you miss a payment on your, who wrote this one? Okay, let's do this one. This is so silly, y'all. Now let's see what they said on this one right here. Hope it comes up. I think this is it right here. When you miss a payment. Okay, I forgot to share the damn video. Y'all, I'm so damn nutty. Let me present this share. I do that shit every damn night. I forget. I'm about to show the other one over, but let's look at this one.
Look, I can't. Look, everything is locked. Cybertruck deactivated. Look at this shit, bro. Cars all on the side of me, bro. What the fuck? Bro, I gotta call a Tesla, bro. What the fuck? Bro, like, what the fuck? I can't move the car, bro. I'm stranded as fuck. Hell no, the fuck?
Automatically, hold on. Tesla Cybertruck deactivated. Wait, but hold on. Return to dealer. So they actually do this for real on a Cybertruck for real? If you miss a payment, only one, you got to probably miss more than one payment. That is crazy as hell, y'all. Shit. I guess my eyes will be off right now. Not helps for their stupid. So this is the other one right here. Let's watch this again. Things ugly. They need to direct it back to the damn bank, the dealership, and damn the place where they made them, because those are some ugly cars. Let's see this one. Oh, we can't get no music. Wait. Turn that damn music off. Okay. So listen, chasing my Cybertruck because I missed the payment. It is driving itself back to Taylor. I mean, not to Taylor, to Tesla. I know that's why he said he can have it back. I know that's right. Shit, that's crazy, man. They be tripping out with these cars, though. Let's look at this one right here. Oh, no, we already saw this. We already saw this. Okay, we already saw this. Okay, so that's crazy. It's here. I cannot believe those cars drive themselves back and things like that. Can I be real honest with you? What about it? About something. Okay, let's see what this dude talking about. Can I be real honest with you about something? Okay, and what's that? Watch this. These people on this damn TikTok, they're very strange. Okay, we're going to see what he's talking about. He actually looks like, let's see who this dude look like. Oh, that's him right there. All right. Okay, Joseph. All right, well, there you go. I said, what's that? All these daggone dudes sending me all these daggone messages. This is what is this going on right here? Well, these people are weird or TikTok. Y'all not even going to read these little messages. Some weirdos. Okay. No, you ain't finna give me no life-changing proposal. These scams and shit and stuff. These people, man, be coming with all types of stuff. Hit me up for more insight. No BS. Boy, no. All right? No. You see, I haven't replied back yet. I don't know who this is. Hello, good evening, my friend. Boy, oh boy, let's see. Hello, beautiful. How are you? No return thing. Thanks for loving me and supporting my career. May always continue. Okay, this is what's the name? Hello, gorgeous. You need a sugar daddy that will support and support you financially and also go shopping and get groceries without requesting for anything extra in return. Oh yes, I do need one. So crazy. He can play my car note and everything. All right, let's see what else we got here. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, I'm doing good, but I'm not replying back to you. Hello, how are you doing? How is the weather condition over there today? We know you're a foreigner. We can tell the way you're talking. Hey, okay. Hello, this is weird. Yo, beautiful angels. You're absolutely gorgeous. Sending you warm thoughts in all my admiration. Okay, that's cute. Okay, this is a what's the name? You know, you also got these people pretending like they are stars, right? And what they do, they see you follow these stars or you leave messages. And so what they do, they copy their profile and then they start sending people messages pretending like they are the stars and they are hitting you up on their backup pages. And just think, some people fall for this stupid shit. Greetings, beautiful. Thank you for your love and support. Now, you know, good and damn well, this is not him. Okay, this is another one. Okay. And we know good and damn well that he is. Oh my gosh, boy, these people come with all types of shit. I'm telling you straight up, social media, especially TikTok, needs to basically put a stop to this. You know, that's why I never answer my damn messages, because there be some weirdos on here. You know, if you got the dudes trying to talk to you, then you got the weirdos posing as fans, and they think that people believe that shit. I know good and damn well. Let me tell y'all something. The only fan that responded to me was a couple of them. One is Maxwell. I knew that was him. You know, then you got the dude who I can't remember saying he's a writer or something. You know, and then I forgot the girl's name. They used to sing back in the 80s and stuff like that. She still sings now, but not like she used to do back then. I can't remember her name right now. Her, but that's about it if I can think of. But all these other weirdos, they go around pretending to be stars. Okay, and let me tell you something. They will tell you that they have a backup page. They will eventually start asking you to pay for some tickets or something. They'll make them something to get money from it. I don't know why people fall for that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Some of these people be foreigners, or some just be regular people. Crazy. Okay, Carl. Why is Carl sending me a picture of his ass? Oh, this is his video. All right, let me just, I'm not doing this next shit. I don't want this dude calling me, so there you go. Then you got these new followers. I don't know any of these people, so I don't really accept friend requests. But you just never know who you may be accepting it from. You know what I'm saying? That's out. All these damn things. I'm not following nobody. Then you got TikTok trying to make you buy, you know, like YouTube, you promote your stuff. That's another thing. Let me tell y'all something. On YouTube, if you are monetized and you want to get more people to watch your videos, or you want to get more subscribers, you can promote your stuff. Pay for it. All right. So that's how a lot of people be getting all these subscribers and views. They pay for promotions, and it's not illegal because, you know, YouTube is the one that's doing it. But you be paying for this, okay? So just think, people who get really good donations, if they want a lot of people to watch them, they can use some of those donations to pay for the promotion. And then, you know, like you can buy, if you take $100, you can get a lot of promotions and, you know, subscribers and everything, you know, views. So anyway, TikTok does the same thing. And they will hit you up with free promotions. And then after that, you know, they'll promote your videos. But then they'll hit you up with you paying, right? And then if you don't pay, they stop showing your videos. That's why I don't do no promotions, because they're not going to be doing me like that. Not paying for this shit. I'm going to do this on her stuff. Because once you can promote it, the next thing you know, they want you to promote it all the time. And if you don't promote it all the time, then guess what? They stop showing your damn videos. I'm not doing this. So I'm just suggesting to you guys not to be doing all that shit either, because those are the games they play. I'm telling you straight up. All right. So let's see what other videos we can see real quick, and then we are out of here because it's 12:30. 2 more videos, and that will be it. Some weird ass people on TikTok. See, they got some weird ones on TikTok too, you guys, and on Instagram, and on Facebook. That's why I really don't even be on Facebook no more. I go in there and check stuff just to say hey, but I really don't be on that shit at all because they be tripping. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's do some funny pet videos. Let's do when people running from. No, let's do this funny pet videos real quick. Something fun. I don't want to do no crazy stuff. But I hope they're not playing on their music, because that's what they usually be doing when you show stuff like this. And I have to turn it down. Oh, look at the little cats. Let's look at the cats, since those are like one of my favorite animals, cats. Wait, let's show it again. Wait, let's show it. Damn, I'm scared. That cat ran like what? Damn. Scary. They are scary. How the heck did he get all the way up? Oh no. This is our cat right here, Mercedes. They're the same type of cat. Look at them fight. Let's see that one again. That's what my cats be doing. Wait. What the heck? Let's look at that again, y'all. Wait, let's look at that again. I cannot believe he's walking like that against the thing. That is a trip. This is not AI. Look at how he walking. Oh my gosh. Listen, the one that was walking like that is fascinating. All right, let's see if anybody's saying anything about that. They're not saying anything about that, you guys. That was fascinating. It's good to watch something funny sometimes. Not always, people get unalive or some other weird shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to watch it. So let's see this one right here. Daddy. Hey, Daddy. Oh, wait. Let's see that, Daddy. The damn cats, man. Hey, Daddy. Yeah. Watch this shit. The cats like her up like that. Look. That's that same cat.
Oh no!
Do it. Do the thing. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Say meow.
That. Wee wee. The cat like a bat.
Wee wee.
There we go.
Hey, Daddy. Hot ass mess. This right here is the mess. That cat done tore him or her up. I know that's right. The only toxic relationship that you better tolerate. All right, let's see what else we got. The cat and horse are best friends. Look at this right here, y'all. Now let's look at this right here. Look at this one. Look at this. then this one, okay? And then that's gonna be it. This. The water.
Ow, Chloe, I'm fine. I'm fine.
They're trying to save her life, thinking she's drowning, man. This is stripped out.
I am fine. I'm okay. I promise. I'm okay.
This is stripped out, y'all. This is stripped out. Damn, he all the way up there.
Think of things. Come on, brain. Think of things. Come on,
So my cat be trying to do, looking in the water. Look at that.
I think you really want today. I don't think you really want to be here.
That's cute right there. Watch this. This is so cute. Wait a minute, let's look at him again. He's standing. This. What? Come on, let's look at this here. I'm too slow. Damn, this is too fast. Wait. Oh man, it's all blurry. Wait. Oh man, let's go back. He looking like, damn, what is that? Oh man, you are too slow. Why come she didn't leave it on the cat? Let's go back, y'all. Hold on. Damn, here in my face. Cute. He's standing up there like a human being. That is cute, man. Okay, that's simply cute, you guys. This really, you know, puts a smile on my face tonight. That's really cute. Okay, let's do this one right here. We gotta do this one too, and then let's do this one first real quick. Bing. Look at this.
Huh?
Sorry. How they get their body like that? Oh, they don't like it when you put stuff on them. Hey. That's right. He's all straight out. They are so cute, though. They are so cute. Too cute, man. Look at this right here.
What you doing? Ow! You. Hey, what you doing? Ow! You slapped me, boy.
My bad.
They be slapping. They be slapping you guys.
What you doing, bub?
Hey, me and Terry was talking last night, and hey Terry, you smell good. Terry said you got us living in some giant turkey conditions, and we not have no. Wait a minute, you baking Terry at 325 degrees? I just pooped in the kitchen, bro. We gotta go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Happy birthday!
Boy, I ain't even 7. I'm 3 years old. You just trying to hit me and hiss me off.
Oh, your bed is so hard. I can't even sleep on this. It's so rough. Oh, this ain't Temple Bike heated, and this is rough. I can't
You made me curse. You better lay down.
I'm going to sleep.
Hey, what you do? You fell asleep in your kitty litter? You probably need to go take a bath.
Ooh.
No, you did not. No, I know you. Oh, no, you didn't open up a can of worms. Whoa, wait. Can't believe you put your balls on me. You in trouble. You in so much trouble. Stop running up a
like that. Crazy.
Man, I can't believe you.
Look at them like, what's wrong with you?
I can't believe you slapped me. Hey, what you doing? Oh, you slapped me, boy.
That was crazy, y'all. The cat, the dog running back and forth like that. This cat is so cute standing up there like that. Look at that. Standing there like a little person, man. Okay, let's see. Let's look at this one.
Leave me alone, bro.
Fight me down.
Leave me alone.
What happened over here?
What, you want some too?
Nope, not at all.
That's what I thought. Ow! Ow! That's my mouth. Y'all just gonna let him hit me like that because I'm bigger? All right, take that. Oh, I'm down. You all right?
Wake up.
Okay,
Get up.
I'm up.
Get up.
Stop.
Get up.
Stop.
Get up.
Stop! I told you stop.
You told me to wake you up though.
But you ain't have to hit me.
Bro, I know you love sleeping, but can you do that outside?
Yeah, take it outside. Nope. I'm out.
Why you can't do that outside?
Because everybody love here is quick.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. Stick the dog on.
If you move, you lose, okay? I'm going to get your fluffy toy. I'm going to play with it. You got something in me. Okay, that didn't work. Want a treat? Want to go outside? Want to
All right, y'all go to sleep. I'm missing my shot. What's wrong, Bubba? Go to sleep. Okay, y'all go to sleep.
You're running?
No, watch your brother. Bubba, go to sleep. All right, I can't be missing my show, y'all.
What you standing by the door for? Come outside, dog. You was talking all that smack about my mama. You and that cat had plenty to say in school about my mama. Now bring your ass outside.
Leave me alone, bro.
Fight me down.
Leave me alone.
What happened over here?
That was fun, guys. No more, and this is gonna be it for real. These cat pit things are so cute. Let's see. Let's do what kind of pet is that? What is that? No, I don't want to see that. They tripped out. Look at them jumping up there looking like that. No, I don't like that, y'all. No. Let's see what else. I don't want to see no damn dogs. Okay. What in the heck is this? A cat up there? Okay, let's see this one right here. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm telling you, I think that there's a mouse up here.
Ooh.
I take full responsibility for that.
Mr. Bigglesworth, are you okay? Hey,
Look at me.
are you okay?
Nope. That catnip got me high as shit. Dude, check this out. I learned to do this while you were at work today. You impressed? Now I won't leave poop stains on the carpet anymore. Now where's my treat? What's up there? It looks shiny. Jeez Louise.
Open the door.
Hey, what you do? You fell asleep in your kitty litter? You probably need to go take a bath. No, you did. I know you did. Oh, no, you didn't open up a can of worms. I'll wash. Whoa, wait. Can't believe you put your paws on me. Boy, you in trouble. You in so much trouble. Wait, I stop running. I'm going to whoop you. Man, I can't believe you put your paws.
Will you just stop? Jeez. I'm tired of you always. You jerk. Don't push my butt. Don't push my butt. You know what? Come here for a second. I have to tell you a secret.
What's that?
You're Yeah, I got you now, sucker. If you have any last words, now's the time to stay out of this, Linda.
What are you doing?
I'm telling you, I think that there's a mouse up here.
Some of these cats look AI, you guys. Some of them look AI. I don't know if they are or not, but some of them look AI straight up. I don't know. Like I said before, let's do one more. Let's do this right here, and then that's gonna be it for real.
Get
Let's see what this dog is doing.
Talk shit. Talk shit. Do not.
I swear we got the most human dog, bro. Yeah, I'm talking about you, boy.
Dogs are not funny as the cats.
How you already mad? You don't.
Mad at me.
Dogs are they're not funny like they are not funny like the cat funny. Look at them.
Share with you. Okay. So you
Attitude.
Benji.
All right. I sure like that. But anyway, I had so much fun tonight, guys, with these videos. We had a good time with them. I wanted to show something other than, somebody getting unalived or Karens and Darrens and other things like that, so that's why I did the animals too and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed those little videos. Hopefully I made you guys laugh whenever you watch this or whatever the case is. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks to Jermaine for being here like always. Thanks to Most Hated Bronze for being here like always. Tony Bands, all of my good mods. Okay. And thanks to Alexis for being here. This is one of my Country Wayne people right here, you guys. Thank you so much for coming by, checking me out for a few. I appreciate you. And guys, thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below. And hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. All right. And let's put this back on. And guys, if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, a membership for $4.99 per month, or you can do a Cash App, $Shades to you. That's the Cash App name, okay? And thank you guys so much. You guys have a very blessed night and have a beautiful Tuesday. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Country Rain reaction videos. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into Shades Tube. Let me go ahead and switch this right here. And we are getting ready to get out of here, man. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section about young Dolph's Hernandez, Govan, I think that's his last name. His trial, his first day trial. What do you guys think? You know, about everything you heard. Also, what do you think about the guy who shot the disabled vets? Ian, what do you think about all the other stuff that I told you about in these daggone videos? Which one do you think was the funniest? I think the little cat. I forgot which one. The one that was walking up against the little thing. I'm like, and I kept on looking at it, the black one. That was a hot ass mess right there. That was funny. All right. All of them were funny, but that was the funniest one for me because it was weird the way the cat was walking. So y'all tell me which one y'all like, okay? And let's see. Hold on, let me put all this up here. I got to find it, y'all. And thank you for watching. My Shades thoughts. You know, like always, guys, enjoy life. You know, live it to the fullest. Take care of yourself. Be happy on the inside. It reflects on the outside. And just, you know, do you. All right? That's all I can say for Shades thoughts tonight. All right? Again, thank you for watching, guys. Y'all have a good night, a peaceful night, and a happy and blessed Tuesday. And thank you for checking me out. Your support is appreciated. Sleep tight and blessings. Let me cut this music and we are out of here, you guys. Peace out. 3 hours and 27 minutes. Wow, that's a long time. Good night, y'all. Peace. Let's see. What is it? There you go.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late. She's loud. And she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she called names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I let game, back again. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay. Late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay.